Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome to the grand finale of our MLB The Show 24 franchise mode series with the Montreal Expos here in the 2035 postseason, our 12th year with the Expos to finish off our series here on MLB The Show. It's getting close to MLB The Show 25 now. We're going to be wrapping up this series, episode number 29, to finish off our 12th season in Montreal. Before episode number 30 will be a big wrap up. We'll go for a couple more years or something like that, but in the episodic format, this is the grand finale tonight. We've won a fourth, is it a fourth, or yes, a fourth consecutive NL East title, and now here we are trying to win our third World Series, our first in 5 years. It would give us a total of 3 over 8 seasons. Can we do it? The postseason starts tonight, and we'll be getting started at the 5-minute mark. If you're joining after you've already gone live, you can hop ahead to that point. But if you're just joining us here this evening, we'll just start welcoming everybody in for what will hopefully be a deep postseason run. I'll pull up the lineup for you. Here's our team that won another NL East title, a strong Expos team that is trying to get our third World Series title since moving back to Montreal from Washington. Here we go, the grand finale. I'll start taking care of all the things I got to do on my side of the YouTube world. And we'll get started, as I said, around that 5-minute point. Dylan Cruz getting old, man. Dylan Cruz down to a 79 overall now, but he's still performing. He's still got some gas left in the tank for the grand finale here in the 2035 playoffs. We were just live a couple minutes ago, maybe about 20 minutes ago, with the JT Miller trade news. And now we're live with Expos action, so it's a busy Friday evening here on the channel. Hope that you've been enjoying it. Hope that you've been enjoying the content in general here on the channel. Thank you for taking the time to enjoy it. If you've been watching through just some of it or all of it, it is very much appreciated. It's MLB The Show 24. Here we go. The Show 25 coming out soon. We'll be likely shifting to the AL. Real Deal Prime, welcome to the stream. We'll be shifting to the AL for our next series, and we'll see what comes our way. I wonder, could it be a Jays series? A lot of people have been talking about that. Could it be? It's possible. I'll share this over in the Twitter world. That gives me how much time? Another couple minutes? I'll wait on that one. Yeah, that is 4 consecutive NL East titles. We've won 5 of the last 6 NL East titles. We made the postseason 7 straight years now. But we have lost 4 consecutive NLDS appearances. After missing the postseason in 5 straight years, we win back-to-back World Series titles, followed by 4 consecutive NLDS losses. So here in year number 12, we want to break that curse finally. It's been a disgusting NLDS experience for us, especially getting swept in 3 games by Cincinnati last year, as we'll now face the Philadelphia Phillies in this best 3 of 5 in the 2035 NLDS. Trying to break the curse in the grand finale. Yeah, so we made some big moves over the course of the season. Tobias Caminiti came in. He's been really, really good. Rory Aubrey as backup catcher has been solid. Jonas Arush came up. Yes, our pitching has been out of this world. If we look at the awards, remember that we won the NL Cy Young. Lenny Parsons won the first of his career, and it wasn't really even close. 2.24 ERA from the Texan stash himself. 2.24 ERA, 1.09 whip, 27 quality starts, a 6.0 wins above replacement. Crazy stuff from the left-handed phenom. So a Cy Young for Lenny Parsons. Batting title, NL batting title to CJ Edwards, who bat .343 on the year. He's been really coming into his own career year from the young third baseman. Now 27. Crazy how time flies. Aside from that, reliever of the year to Donny Dubois, the German engineering Donny Dubois with 57 saves. Was that 97 over the last couple of years? Aside from that, we had the first runner-up for Rookie of the Year in Stephen Glass over at first base, bat .292 this season, 101 RBI. CJ Edwards won the Hank Aaron Award. We got a Gold Glove for the pitchers there with Oliver Shipman. And I think we won a Silver Slugger. Yes, Edwards Silver Slugger at third base. And that was it. So it was a great year for the awards, great year for the team. We went 106-56 to be the only 100-plus win team in the league as well. And now here we are facing the wildcard Phillies, who took down the Rockies in 2 games. We'll get started in about 20 seconds. Yeah. Hobbsy in here. Go Expos. We're out for a delayed birthday supper. Hopefully we're still going when I get home. Perfect. And you know what, Hobbsy? First and foremost, enjoy. Thank you for dropping in to say hello. But second, I'm glad that we're starting at 8 instead of 7 because of the JT Miller trade. So that bought you an hour right there. All right, so here we are at the 5-minute mark. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finale, episode number 29 of our live stream Expos series here on MLB The Show 24. The relocated Expos from Montreal to Washington, now back to Montreal. Through our 12 years with the Expos so far, we missed the playoffs in the first 5 years. In years 6 and 7, we win back-to-back World Series titles. But then in years 8, 9, 10, and 11, we lose in the NLDS. 4 consecutive NLDS losses. So now we've won a 4th consecutive NL East title. We've won 5 of the last 6. We've made the postseason the last 7 years in a row. We've won 100-plus games for the 3rd time in this franchise mode, going 106 and 56 this year. And we are hungry to not only get to a World Series title, but first and foremost, we got to get through the NLDS. Oh my goodness. So in the last one, it was a great episode. I like what we did. Solid performances. As I just went through a couple minutes ago, jump back through the stream if you didn't see what I was just saying. If you jump to the 5-minute mark, around the 3.5, 4-minute mark, I was talking about the awards. So CJ Edwards winning the batting title, the Hank Aaron Award. We got Silver Sluggers. We got Reliever of the Year. We got NL Cy Young. We got Rookie of the Year runner-up in Stephen Glass. It's been a great year for the individual performances. I don't think there were any comments left in the last one. Let me just quickly pull up to make sure I'm not missing anybody's thoughts. Last episode. No thought. Perfect. So I'm not missing out on anything. Great. Yeah, so that's all the individual performances. Tobias Caminiti, we picked him up close to the deadline. I want to get him on the lineup a little bit more. I like to see him in the lineup a bit more, but he's second base, and Brad Ridley's been at second base, and he's been lights out. He could play third or shortstop. We could even play with DH, Luis Montoya. Montoya, though, bat .322. Can we really take out Luis Montoya to put in Caminiti, as good as Caminiti is? So we'll be mixing and matching. If a player is 0 for 2 or 0 for 3 in the day, we're going to do some pinch hitting. We'll play around with what we got to play around with. Caminiti will get some at-bats. Elijah Green there in center field. He's probably gone after this year. I don't think we can afford the $17 million anymore, so we'll see what happens with Elijah Green. And for the pitching, that is our strong point. Lenny Parsons, the Cy Young winner with 2.24 ERA. 27 of 33 starts were quality starts. 4 complete games, 2 complete game shutouts, and 6 wins above replacement over the course of the year. Joe Ryan Jr., 90 overall. He had a 3.57 ERA. Ernesto Valdez, 3.49 ERA. All 3 of these guys have 1 Cy Young. So now Parsons has 1, JRJ has 1, and Valdez has 2. So between these 3 pitchers right here, we're looking at 4 Cy Young awards. That's our rotation here in the postseason. The 4 is Oliver Shipman. He had a great year as well, 3.33 ERA. He won the Gold Glove at pitcher here in 2035. So Oliver Shipman, no slouch either. And Jason Cora, the rookie, now 87 overall. He looked great this year. What? 2.77 ERA? Don't forget that. 185 innings pitched, and this guy had a 2.77 ERA, 1.18 whip. Crazy, huh? Crazy. So if we look at the NL Cy Young runner-up, that was second runner-up was Ernesto Valdez. But if you could see 3rd, 4th, 5th place, I'm sure we'd have our pitchers in the mix there as well. In the bullpen, Donnie Dubois is our closer. He was reliever of the year with 57 saves. The German went crazy this year. In setup, we got Maddox Charles at a 94, as well as Rich Keenan at an 83. Mike Mendez, Willard Keenan, Benito Perez in mid-relief. Long relief got Andrew Lara and Michael McGill. Boy, yeah, so this team is stacked, but we know that the game does not seem to like us when it comes to the quick manage. That is our issue. That is sadly our issue. So the team is set for years to come. I can't wait to see what happens in the future when we go through a quick sim in episode 30 running through the next few seasons. But in terms of the episodic format, this is it. This is the grand finale, episode number 29 of our series, 12 years later with the Expos. We've won 2 World Series. That's already enough to be proud of. Look at Stephen Glass. By 2039, he could be a 99 overall. Oh my goodness. There's a lot to be proud of when it comes to this team. But I'd love to get 1 more World Series and call it 3 out of 12, as well as 3 in the last 8 years. And it all starts here against the Philadelphia Phillies. So let's get a quick reminder of their team. Looking at Philadelphia here. So the Phillies, in their wildcard series, they had some players perform for sure. Looking at these numbers, 429, batting 429, etc. Johan Rojas, leads off for them. Tamar Johnson at an 88, Data 782 Hall of Fame nominee with the Pirates series on the show 23. Chase DeLauder is at 91 overall. Ellie De La Cruz, 93 at 33 years of age. Jonas Ruiz is an 86. Irvin Bernard is a 91. Roger Zararte, 77 overall at first base. DH is Fernando Tatis Jr., last year of a $22.3 million deal. And Jacob Melton in left field at a 74. So the depth isn't anything crazy. You got a 77, you got a 74, nothing crazy on the bench. But the star power, 86, 91, 86, 93, 91, 88... it's definitely there for the Phillies. And when you look at their pitching rotation, they have Anderson Morton at a 95 overall, 3.63 ERA on the year. Didn't look great in the 6 1/3 innings pitch that he had in the wild card, 5.68 ERA, but 10 strikeouts. Oh boy. Jared Jones at an 87, David Mesa at an 82, and then a 77 and a 76. So again, same as the batters, big star power, but then so depth. In the bullpen, let's see, Winston Valentine's their closer, 54 saves on the year, 2.25 ERA. In the setup, they have Felipe Marquez at an 88, Daniel Moses at an 85. Yeah, so it's a strong Phillies team. Let's not fool ourselves. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 of the 2035 NLDS. We've lost in the NLDS for the last 4 years in a row. We got to make it through here in this 5th year. This has been our curse, and it all starts now. Game 1 of the NLDS, the 106 and 56 Expos against the 90-some and 50-some, I think. Is that what I saw? I'm going to go back. Sorry, I know it's going to... what am I saying? 90 and 50. The 92 and 70 Philadelphia Phillies. There we go. Here at Stade Olympique, Olympic Stadium in Montreal. La belle province. Nous sommes excités ce soir, absolument. Here we go. Lenny Parsons on the mound. Who else but Lenny? Up against, I don't know, is it David Mesa? I wonder. Lenny Parsons on the mound. The batting order will be what it's been. Caminiti is ready to come off the bench if called upon. And that's it. Just a quick reminder of the numbers here. Ridley, 284 with 155 hits. Edwards, 218 hits, 104 runs, bat 343. Stephen Glass, bat 292, 178 hits. Dylan Cruz, despite the age coming up now, still bat 294 on the year. Christian Rivera, we weren't sure if he was going to be our everyday shortstop, and he became that. Bat 296 in the end, 153 hits. Drew Gilbert, down year, but solid defensively. Luis Montoya, bat 322 in his first full rookie season. Crazy numbers from him. Kevin Guerrero, bat 264 in the outfield with, not a lot of, 102 hits, but not a lot of power in there, just 4 home runs. And Harry Ford, he was the biggest down year, batting 233, so Ridley is ready to come in if called upon. Sorry, Rory, not Ridley, Rory Aubrey. All right, let's play ball. First inning, Lenny Parsons on the mound. First pitch is going to be a leadoff single for Johan Rojas and the Philadelphia Phillies. Pick off first, pitch, single again. Not a great start. Pick off second pitch, 3-run home run. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to snap yet. Oh, it can't be! The NL Cy Young winner! The game hates the quick manage. How does the game just hate the quick manage so much? Single, 3-run home run. 3 hits, 3 runs on the NL Cy Young winner. Solo home run! Keep it going. Strikeout, ground out. I hate this game so much. Why is the quick sim so different? If we go to the calendar sim, we'll sweep our way to the World Series. But in the quick manage, we're going to lose with the best players in the league every year. Strandy now. Ridley fly out. Edwards fly out. Glass walk. Great. Dylan Cruz walk. Runners on first and second for Rivera. RBI single. Thank you. There's one. Drew Gilbert. RBI. Bases clearing triple. We're back in here. Luis Montoya grounds out. Okay, we're back in. Down 4-3. Lenny, wake up, man. Ground out. Strikeout. Fly out. There we go. David Mesa, we got through him in the first. Let's do it in the second. Guerrero pops up. Ford grounds out. Ridley pops up. All right. No runs after 7 runs in the first. No runs in the second. Johnson walks to start off the inning. There you go. DeLauder single. Runners on the corners for De La Cruz. RBI single there. Fly out. Strikeout. Fly out. Sorry, 2 RBI singles. So now we're down 6-3 after 3 innings. Lenny Parsons, the fraud, I guess. Edwards single. Glass strikeout. Cruz single. Runners on first and second for Rivera to pop up and Gilbert to strike out. Left stranded. Ruiz grounds out. Montoya strikes out. Rojas single. Pick off pitch. 2-run home run. All right, it's over. Game's over, and so is Lenny Parsons. So ridiculous. Why does the game do this? Walk, double play, ground out. Why does the game do this? 9 runs on 9 hits. 9 runs on 9 hits! Ground out, walk, single. Runners on the corners for Dylan Cruz. Sack fly brings one in. Rivera strikeout. 4 runs and we're down by 5. Strikeout, single, strikeout, ground out. Bottom of the 6th. Mesa's probably going to get pulled here. Yes, Dave Mateo coming in. Gilbert fly out. Montoya fly out. Guerrero's 0 for 2. Let's bring in... Actually, no, he's at right field. No, I'll keep Guerrero. Unless we bring in Jonas Rusch or Elijah Green. Let's bring in Elijah Green. Elijah Green strikeout. Great. De La Cruz strikeout. Tatis strikeout. Berard ground out. Harry Ford 0 for 2. Let's bring in Aubrey. Rory Aubrey on Darren Schwartz. Line out. Ridley single. Edwards fly out. Glass 2-run home run. We're down by 3, but time's running out here. Dylan Cruz single. Come on, Rivera. Bring him in. Felipe Marquez now. Rivera ground out. We're not done yet. Zarate double, of course. Maddox Charles can come in. Mad Max. Ruiz pop up. Montoya fly out. Rojas pop up. All right, we got 2 innings to score 3 runs. Drew Gilbert strikes out. Montoya's 0 for 2. We're going to bring in Caminiti. Tobias Caminiti pops up. And Green pops up. There goes 3 out of 6 chances. Johnson ground out. DeLauder ground out. De La Cruz strikeout. Here are our last 3 chances for 3 runs. Of course, we score 6, but we allow 9. Okay, Aubrey strikes out, Ridley flies out, and Edwards strikes out, right? He walks, great. And Stephen Glass singles. You know what, let's go in for fun. Dylan Cruz, the veteran, represents the tying run. The veteran Dylan Cruz represents the tying run here in Montreal. Let's go here. Dylan Cruz, probably gonna be a nice little pop-up, but why not? Cruz is 2 for 2 on the day even. It all comes down to him. Hey, what? Call a strike. Oh, boy. Another day in the life. Doesn't swing on that cutter way outside. And a pop-up dead. And we lose game 1. We've now lost 5 consecutive NLDS games, if not more. The quick manage just hates us. As we score 6 runs, but allow 9. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 runs allowed in the first 4 innings, which killed us. All 9 runs allowed in the first 4 innings. Thanks for nothing, Lenny Parsons. Thank you for nothing. The NL Cy Young winner, by far the best pitcher in the league this year. And he blows up. Absolute meltdown. Okay, so down 1-0 in the series. Joe Ryan Jr. will be on the mound. We got 1 run. We got 1 run. Sorry, what am I saying? We got 6 runs, which was great. We got to do it again. Here we go for game 2. Let's shake it off and go straight into game 2. Oh my goodness. Game 2. Joe Ryan Jr. on the mound. And the rest of the team's going to stay the same, I believe. Aubrey... Oh, because now we're against a lefty, I suppose. Caminiti, DH, and Aubrey at catcher when it's against a lefty. All right, we'll keep it like that. Here we go. Joe Ryan Jr. on the mound. We need a gem, JRJ. We need a gem. Strikeout. Strikeout, single. Pick off pitch, strikeout. Well done. 3 strikeouts from JRJ. Thank you. Ridley, single. Leadoff, single. Edwards pops up against Kyle Gilly, 77 overall. We got to take advantage. Stephen Glass, single. Dylan Cruz, RBI single. Thank you. Montoya walks to load the bases for Drew Gilbert, who lines out. Tobias Caminiti, ground out. Ruiz, ground out. Berard, fly out. Zarate, fly out. Bottom of the 2nd, Aubrey, fly out. Rivera, pop up. Ridley, walk for CJ Edwards, who flies out. Tatis Jr. singles to start off the third inning. Pick off, pitch, double play, love it, and the Rojas fly out. Bottom of the third, Stephen Glass grounds out. Dylan Cruz grounds out. Montoya doubles for Drew Gilbert. He's 1 for 5. He strikes out. Johnson ground out. DeLauder ground out. De La Cruz ground out. We're getting lucky here. Come on, we got to get runs. Caminiti grounds out. Aubrey strikes out. Rivera singles. Out on base. Classic. Steal second. Caught stealing. We gotta try something. Ruiz fly out. Bernard ground out. Zarate fly out. All right, bottom of the fifth. Brad Ridley singles. Thank you. Get on base. Edwards walks. Runners on first and second for big Stephen Glass, who strikes out. Dylan Cruz, come on. The veteran flies out. All for nothing as Montoya strikes out. No, he walks to load the bases. Drew Gilbert batting 167. This is a huge opportunity for him. Come on, Drew, the 34-year-old from Minnesota. RBI single to 2 RBI singles, sorry. A 2 RBI single from Drew Gilbert. Thank you very much. Caminiti pops up. All right, 2 big runs there. Top of the 6th now. Tatis Jr. grounds out. Melton pops up. Rojas grounds out. Bottom of the 6th for Rory Aubrey. He's 0 for 2. Come on, Rory. Ground out. Rivera 1 for 2, strikeout, and Ridley 2 for 2, make it 3 for 3 with the double. Can Edwards do something? He's 0 for 2 on the day, he grounds out. Top of the 7th for Johnson now. He walks to start off this 7th inning. Pick off, pitch, fly out. Pick off, pitch, strikeout. Pick off, pitch, ground out. Let's go, JRJ. Stephen Glass, pitching change, Cordova. Stephen Glass grounds out. Cruz strikes out. Montoya strikeout. Top of the 8th, JRJ still dealing. Bernard grounds out. Zarate strikes out. Tatis Jr. walks. Pick off pitch. Melton strikes out. Let's go. Bottom of the 8th. Drew Gilbert. Solo home run. Thank you, Drew. We'll take that. Welcome, Mighty Joe. Tobias Caminiti 0 for 3 on the day. Make it 0 for 4 with a flyout. And Aubrey. I'm bringing in Ford at this point. Come on. Harry Ford singles. Yes, he does. Christian Rivera, let's go, single, runners on first and second for Ridley, fly out, Edwards, strikeout. All right, 9th inning. JRJ has been incredible, but I need to save his energy. I'm going to trust Donnie Dubois to close this out with a 4-run lead. Let's go, strikeout, ground out, fly out. Thank you, Donnie Dubois, as the Expos finally win an NLDS game to defeat the Phillies by a score of 4-0. JRJ player of the game, 8 innings, 6 strikeouts, giving up 2 hits, 2 walks, no earned runs. Oh, big win there. As we tie the series at 1, making it a best 2 out of 3, headed to Philadelphia. Oh, we needed that. But now we're facing Morton, 95 overall Morton. That won't be easy, at Citizens Bank Park. Ernesto Valdez on the mound, 2-time Cy Young winner. On the mound as we're going to be up against Anderson Morton, the 95 overall. Oh boy, we got to keep up the momentum. Here we go, Brad Ridley leading off with the single. Thank you, Brad. What's that, like 4 for 4 in his last 4 at-bats? CJ Edwards, fielder's choice. Stephen Glass, fielder's choice. And Dylan Cruz strikes out. All right, here we go. Rojas pops up. Johnson strikes out. DeLauder grounds out. Well done. Christian Rivera strikes out. Drew Gilbert grounds out. Luis Montoya, solo home run. Thank you, Luis. How do you do? Kevin Guerrero, single. Crazy speed. Let's go crazy. Steals second. He steals second. I'd almost steal third. But Harry Ford's going to swing, and he flies out. All right, Ernesto Valdez flies out. Tatis Jr. strikes out. Bernard strikes out. Keep it rolling. Brad Ridley fly out. CJ Edwards, single. Runner on first for Stephen Glass, who walks. Runners on first and second for Dylan Cruz. RBI single. Runners on first and second. Rivera. RBI single. Rivera. Runners on the corners. We got to play small ball at all times. I know we have Morton on the ropes. We got to play it at all times with this team. Gilbert sack fly it, baby. Yes, give me that run. And Montoya walk as well. Runners on first and second for Guerrero, who keep it rolling with the RBI single again. We're beating up on Anderson Morton after the flyout, going single, walk, single, sack fly, walk, single. Harry Ford, and now it gets pulled. The 95 overall gets pulled. 75 overall, Bo Brisky is in. Ford, fielder's choice. Bottom of the third, and we lead 5-0. Zarate single. Pick off pitch, Ruiz, fielder's choice. Pick off pitch. Why? Okay, Montoya. Okay, strikeout. Got confused there for a sec. And Rojas single. Runners on first and second for Johnson, who strikes out. Let's go. We haven't seen runners on first and second in a while. Brad Ridley strikeout. Edwards strikeout. Glass single for Dylan Cruz pop-up. All right, bottom of the fourth. DeLauder flyout. De La Cruz single. So I guess crazy. Tell me about it. Pickoff pitch. There's the 2-run home run from Fernando Tatis Jr., cutting our lead to 3. Bernard flyout. Zarate single. Come on, Valdez, get out of it. Ruiz, okay, caught stealing. Top of the 5th. Rivera ground out. Gilbert walk. Montoya RBI double. 2 for 2 on the day. Thank you, Luis Montoya. Guerrero ground out. Ford ground out. We lead 6-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Ruiz ground out. Montoya single. Pickoff pitch. Fielder's choice. And hey, finally! Pickoffs are so rare! A pickoff from Ernesto Valdez. Thank you. Ridley strikeout. Edwards ground out. Glass double for Dylan Cruz, who strikes out. Here we go. Bottom of the 6th. Johnson strikes out. DeLauder pops up. De La Cruz strikes out. Top of the 7th. Rivera, pitching change now. Rivera single. Getting on first. Let's go crazy and steal second. Caught stealing. Gilbert strikeout. Montoya single. Guerrero line out. All right, probably wouldn't have scored him anyways on the single. Bottom of the 7th. Tatis Jr. singles. Got to watch the energy here. Pickoff pitch, single. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull Valdez now. 6 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts. Well done. Very well done. Benito Perez is coming in now. 4-run lead. Let's close it out in the last 3 innings to go here. Runners on first and second. Zarate error! Fielding error by Drew Gilbert with the 90 defense. Oh, great. Bases loaded. This is going to be ugly. Sack fly brings in 1. Montoya single brings in another. And Rojas strikeout. Johnson strikeout. All right, we limit the damage to 2 runs. Harry Ford, a 2-run lead. Harry Ford flies out. Ridley doubles. Thank you. Edwards ground out. Glass strikeout. Great. Bottom of the 8th. DeLauder line out. De La Cruz solo home run. Our lead is cut to 1. Tatis Jr. fly out. Bernard, no! Solo home run again! Always the bullpen falling apart. Charles fly out. It's a 6-6 game. We will go from 5-0 lead to tie game at 6. 9th inning, we need a run. Dylan Cruz ground out. Rivera walk. There's the man on base. Gilbert single. Let's go. Go ahead run on second. Montoya 3 for 3 on the day. Fielder's choice. Guerrero 2 for 4. Let's go, Kevin Guerrero! Bases clearing triple. 2 runs in the 9th. And Kevin Guerrero puts us up 8-6. Harry Ford bringing 1 more single. But not enough to score. And Ridley, let's go, RBI single. Edwards strikeout. 3 runs in the 9th. Will it be enough? We don't know. 3 runs in the 9th. Please close it out. Ruiz single. Pickoff pitch strikeout. That's 1. Pickoff pitch strikeout. Come on. 1 more. Mad Max double. Double to bring in a run. Donnie Dubois. Close it out, baby. Ground out Donnie Dubois. And the Expos win 9-7 in a crazy thriller. Montoya player of the game going 3 for 4. Dubois gets the save. Charles gets the win. Oh my goodness. And we go up 2-1 in the series. Our first NLDS lead in a couple years now. Need some water after that one. Oh my. And the Reds are up 2-1 over the Diamondbacks. Of course they are. Now the question is, who gets this start? Do we go to Oliver Shipman, or do we go back to Lenny Parsons, who imploded in Game 1? Is the energy back yet? I'm going to hope that Shipman wins this one, and that Parsons is ready to go for Game 1 of the NLCS. I don't want to risk losing this one and then going to a Game 5. Oliver Shipman, I'm giving you the ball. Great year this year, 3.33 ERA, 88 overall from Illinois. Oliver Shipman, we're giving you the ball, and JRJ is ready if need be. Even Jason Cora, but a rookie, I'm a bit, hesitant about a rookie. Let's do it. Let's play ball in Philadelphia against Jared Jones, 87 overall, Jared Jones. Here we go. 1 win away from the NLCS, 5 years since we've been there. Let's do it. Ridley, strikeout to start off the inning. Edwards, fly out. Glass, single. Out on base. Dylan Cruz, single. Runners on first and second for Christian Rivera, who strikes out. Oliver Shipman, could this be his first postseason start? It's possible. Here we go. Shipman against Rojas. Leadoff double. That's always a classic. Johnson sack bunt to bring him over. DeLauder sack fly, playing small ball. Makes sense. De La Cruz solo home run. Great. So double, sack bunt, sack fly, solo home run, strikeout. Great first inning there. I hate this game. Gilbert fly out, Montoya double, thank you. Guerrero strikeout. Ford error gets him on second, but only advances Montoya to third. What happened there? Throwing short, overthrown the target. Montoya advances to third. Okay, but not enough to score. All right, let's go Brad Ridley. Fly out, all for nothing. Irvin Bernard strikeout. Zarate strikeout. Tatis Jr. ground out. Thank you. Let's go. Edwards pops up. Glass singles. 2 for 2. Dylan Cruz strikes out. Rivera grounds out. All for nothing again. Melton fly out. Rojas strikeout. Johnson pop up. Come on, Shipman's giving us the chances. Drew Gilbert strikeout. Montoya walk. This guy loves getting on base. Guerrero double play, and that ends the inning. Or sorry, ends our inning, I suppose. Bottom of the fourth for DeLauder. Leadoff double. De La Cruz strikeout. Good. Ruiz strikeout. Bernard strikeout again, leaving him stranded. Nice. No runs through 4. We need something here in the 5th. Harry Ford strikes out. 0 for 2. Ridley's 0 for 2. He walks. Edwards is also 0 for 2. The batting, Mr. Batting title, Mr. Hank Aaron batting 343 is batting 133 right now. Let's go. Runner thrown out on the single. A single that almost brought Brad Ridley. Got thrown out at third. Okay, not thrown out at home. Got thrown out at third. And Glass. Okay, single from Glass. Runners on first and second for Cruz. Fielder's choice. Left stranded. Bottom of the 5th. Zarate ground out. Tatis single. Melton walk. Rojas fly out. 2 outs. Johnson pop up and make it out of the 5th. Jared Jones has given up no run. We've given up 2 runs on 4 hits, and they've given up no runs on 6 hits. Christian Rivera strikes out. Gilbert grounds out. Montoya solo home run. Luis Montoya is a man possessed. That gets us within 1. Kevin Guerrero strikeout. Bottom of the 6th. Shipman, not much left here. Fly out. De La Cruz ground out. All right, Ruiz single. I'll give you that mistake for Bernard. Fielder's choice. All right, we'll pull Shipman after that 6 innings. Does Jones get pulled here? Yes, he does. Dave Mateo coming in. Here we go. Harry Ford walks to start off the 7th inning. Ridley batting 4-12. 2-run home run! Yes, Brad Ridley! Yes, Brad Ridley! We're up by 1, but it's not going to be enough. Let's go. CJ batting 187. He walks. Glass batting 600. Here comes Felipe Marquez. Fielder's choice. Dylan Cruz. Oh, runner thrown out at home on the double from Dylan Cruz. Rivera ground out. All right, bottom of the 7th now. Shipman's going to get pulled. 6 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 3 ERA, 1 whip. Thank you very much. Now we're going to Willard Keene. Let's go, Willard. Zarate walks. Leadoff walk. Great. Tatis, RBI double to tie the game. Melton. Let's go. Pop up. Rojas strikeout. Pick off second. Johnson strikeout. All right, we give up 1 run, and it's a 3-3 game. Drew Gilbert pops up. Luis Montoya singles. He's 3 for 3. Kevin Guerrero 0 for 3 on the day. Come on, Kevin. 2-run home run. I was thinking about pulling Kevin Guerrero, and he answers with a 2-run home run to restore our 2-run lead. Rory Aubrey. Why? Oh, did Ford get injured? Rory Aubrey is in now, and he walks. Okay. Ridley walks. Runners on first and second with 1 out for CJ. Daniel Moses comes in. RBI double. 2 RBI double. Yes! Glass RBI single. Cruz line out. Rivera fly out. A 5-run 8th inning to put us up by 5. DeLauder walks. De La Cruz RBI triple. Awesome. Ruiz ground out. Bernard walk. All right. Time for Willard to come out. His brother Rich Keene will come in. Rich Keene, let's go. Willard couldn't do it. Zarate 3. Why always the bullpen? Always the bullpen imploding. MLB The Show, get your act together. No matter who's in your bullpen, they're going to implode. Every single postseason quick manage game. Rich Keane gives up a walk and a 3-run home run. Or just a 3-run home run. I don't know. And now our 5-run lead is cut to 1. Strikeout, single, and now I can change, finally, for Donnie Dubois. Pinch runner, pick off, pick off, pick off, pick off, pick off, pitch, RBI double, and now it's a 5-5 game, of course. Pick off, pitch, ground out. I hate this game. We score 5 runs, and then allow 5 runs. We can't have anything nice. Gilbert ground out, Montoya walk, Mr. on base. Guerrero double play. And here we go, bottom of the 9th, and the Phillies are going to walk us off. Strikeout, fly out, single, and here it is, ground out. All right, we're off to extra innings. 10th inning. Let's go. We're an inning away from making it to the NLCS. Aubrey against Emil Cordova. Yeah, we did the breaking news live stream earlier, Cameron. JT Miller to the Rangers. We did a little 40-minute stream or so. Rory Aubrey, leadoff double. Okay, small ball, please. Brad Ridley, bunt. CJ Edwards, sac fly. Hit by pitch, okay. Stephen Glass strikes out! Dylan Cruz, let's go. Please, the go-ahead run! Yes! Dylan Cruz, I love you! Okay, that's an RBI single to bring in 1 run. Rivera, can we get more? Ground out. All right, bottom of the 10th to close it out. Please, Donnie Dubois, to close it out and send us to the NLCS. End our suffering here in the grand finale. Zarate strikeout. Tatis with the single. Julio Tapia. Fielder's choice, 1 more. 1 out away. Fielder's choice, we've done it! Harry Ford, torn finger ligament, out for 2 to 3 months. Goodbye, Harry Ford. Oh, finally we've done it. We had to kill ourselves and fall over ourselves and go crazy, bend over backwards, however you want to call it. But we make it to the NLCS for the first time in 5 years, breaking the curse after 4 consecutive NLDS losses. Ford's going to be out. We'll bench him for now, whatever you want to say. And the Expos win. Taking on the winner of the Reds and the Diamondbacks. Montoya 3 for 3. This guy's crazy. As Donnie Dubois gets the win. Our closers have to keep getting wins as we can't just be up and get a close. Luis Montoya, 636 batting average. Hold on, let me see the on-base percentage. Player stats. Montoya, 636 average, 765 on-base percentage, 2.219 OPS, of course, 1.455 slugging percentage, just 1 strikeout, 3 doubles. Incredible. 0.7 wins above replacement already. Wow. All right, so the Diamondbacks and the Reds are going to a final Game 5. Do we have a rematch against the Reds from last season, or are we facing the Diamondbacks, who we've also faced before, I believe? We'll find out in 1 day here, or one more day, and it will be a rematch against the Cincinnati Reds. The Cincinnati Reds, who eliminated us in 3 games in the NLDS last year, will now face us in the NLCS this year. It's just the 3rd time we've made it to the NLCS. The last 2 times we made it were both against the Cubs, both 5-game victories, both on our way to winning World Series titles. 5 years later, we now return to the NLCS again. So Harry Ford is out for 2 to 3 months. His postseason is done. Can I call someone up? Am I allowed? If I go to the AAA roster. Danny Akard, an 86 overall. He was very bad in the season, though. 26 games, bat 107. Who might we call up? Alex Yoshida? I don't know. Tobias Gooch. Yeah, he looked really good. Bat 333 in 4 games. Tobias Gooch. Does he get the call? I wonder. Or do we need another pitcher up here? I think we have our max pitchers, though, don't we? Probably Gooch. If we can even do it. Add to the playoff roster, yes. And then Harry Ford gets removed. Can I do that? Yes. Okay, great. So Harry Ford off the playoff roster. He's out for 2 to 3 months. Rory Aubrey will fill in at catcher. Full-time catcher. We have to call up another catcher, worst case. C.J. Edwards has not been good. So Montoya is going to come up for Edwards. He's going to bat second. Glass, Cruz, Rivera, Gilbert, Edwards, Guerrero. Maybe swap Guerrero, Edwards, Gilbert, Aubrey. Maybe that's the rotation, or the order that we do, I should say. I want to see Tobias Caminiti in here more. He's 0 for 5, but I want to see him getting some more at-bats. Hard to do much, though, because I'm not taking out Edwards. Montoya could play right field, and then Gilbert comes out, but we need him for the defense. Ironically, he had the error. But I think that's the lineup. Against lefties, same thing. Let's get Montoya up there. Caminiti, crazy contact. I need him to do more. Let's do something like that against lefties, maybe. Something like that against lefties. Edwards is better against lefties as well. So let's try that. All right. Oh, pitching rotation. Lenny Parsons will get a chance to redeem himself. Jarine Jr. was lights out. Valdez was solid enough, and Shipman was good after a shaky first inning. The bullpen. Lara was shameful. Perez was shameful. Keane was shameful. Charles was good. Rich Keane was shameful. And Dubois was good. Golden Gamer just came from the JT Miller trade video. Definitely agree with what you said. Thank you. Hope this postseason is going well so far. Somehow we just squeaked out of the NLDS. And now we're on to the NLCS for the first time in 5 years. Thanks for joining us, Golden Gamer. Much love to you, buddy. All right, so the Cincinnati Reds, how do they look now in 2035? Oh, they're right here. The Cincinnati Reds. Juan Samuel batting .412. Luis Angel Acuna batting .150. Martin Enfield, 94 overall, batting .437. Wow. Kobe Mayo batting .125 at a 92 overall. Mitch Frederick, 89, batting .235. Brent Case, Tobias Sands, Neville Coles, and Edwin Arroyo. On the bench, they have a 66 overall. Okay, nothing crazy on the bench, it looks like, but they have some big boy names, that's for sure. And for the rotation, sorry, it's right here. Felix Bautista, of course, is their guy, 89 overall. Yeah, actually, it's R.D. Palbicki. But Felix Bautista will be starting the series against us, it looks like. Oscar Ramirez, Tage Bradley, now at 34 years of age. R.D. Palbicki. He was in Oakland last year, so his first year with Cincinnati, 92 overall. And Herman Cruz. Garrett Crochet at 35 in long relief. Their closer is Diego Cabrera, 95 overall. Diego Cabrera, 48 saves, 98 saves over the last couple of years. 3.43 ERA on the year, though. 2 2/3 innings pitched right now. 3 strikeouts, perfect. No runs allowed. There you go. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the NLCS. Finally, we've made it this far for the first time in 5 years. Game 1 of the 2035 NLCS. Winner of this series goes on to face either the Royals or the Mariners in the World Series. Here we go for Game 1 of this anticipated rematch. Here at Stade Olympic Stadium in Montreal, and Lenny Parsons will get another chance to show himself. After a disgusting Game 1 of the NLDS, he'll get a chance in the NLCS. We're without Harry Ford for the rest of the postseason. Rory Aubrey, it's your time to shine. Luis Montoya, we're giving you some extra at-bats as well. We're moving you up the order. Let's see what comes our way. Juan Samuel leading off, and he strikes out. Acuna grounds out. Enfield flies out. Brad Ridley fly out for us here in front of the home fans. Montoya walks, Mr. On Base. Stephen Glass fielder's choice. Dylan Cruz strikeout. Second inning, Mayo ground out. Frederick single. Pitch pop up. I was hoping no stolen base. Caught steal. How did these guys... What? These guys were 16 stealing. Are always trying to steal. That's crazy. But at least he got caught stealing. Edwards strikes out. Gilbert strikes out. Caminiti grounds out. Francisco Ochoa single. Pick off. Pitch, walk. Double play, thank you. Runner on third for Samuel, who flies out. All right, bottom of the third. Rivera, solo home run. Christian Rivera, thank you very much. Rory Aubrey grounds out. Brad Ridley double with 1 out. Luis Montoya, his second strikeout of the entire postseason. That's okay. Stephen Glass grounds out. 4th inning now. Luis Angel Acuna strikes out. Enfield single. Mayo double play. Love that. Thank you, infield, or thank you just defense in general. Actually, thank you, Brad Ridley, Christian Rivera, and Stephen Glass. Cruz single. Edwards, okay. RBI double from Edwards, finally waking up a little. Gilbert fly out. Caminiti strikeout. Rivera RBI single. He's 2 for 2. And Aubrey with a 2-run home run, the rookie. That puts us up 5-0. Ridley fly out. Top of the 5th with a 5-0 lead. Frederick ground out. Coles ground out. Ochoa strikeout. Bottom of the 5th. Is Bautista going to get pulled? Yes, he will. Gary Crochet in. Montoya solo home run. Who else but Lewis? Stephen Glass fly out. Cruz double. Edwards fly out. Gilbert ground out. Left stranded on second. Stafura, not Sephora. Stafura, he singles. Sands strikes out. Samuel lined out. Acuna strikeout. Bottom of the 6th for Caminiti, 0 for 7 in the postseason. Finally, his first hit. There's a double. Rivera, a single that has Caminiti get thrown out at home. Rivera 3 for 3 on the day. Aubrey double play. Top of the 7th. Parsons he's awake. Enfield error gets him on first. Error by Christian Rivera. Mayo fly out. Frederick strikeout. Coles fly out. Thank you. Ridley fly out. Montoya ground out. Glass ground out. Top of the 8th. Ochoa line out. Stafura strikeout. Sands ground out. Yes. Dylan Cruz singles. Edwards double play. Gilbert fly out. Top of the 9th. Lenny Parsons. I'm going to say it's not the regular season. We don't care about the numbers as much. Let's rest him for the energy. And someone who hasn't pitched at all yet, let's go Michael McGill. Can you just not allow 6 runs, please? Samuel single. That's to be expected. Acuna double play. Thanks. And Enfield fly out. As the Expos win 6-0. Welcome back to the NLCS. Lenny Parsons with a huge bounce-back game. 8 innings pitched, striking out 7, walking 1, giving up 4 hits, and no earned runs. As the Expos win 6-0 to go up 1-0 in the NLCS. Very nice. Let's keep it rolling. Here for Game 2, still at home in front of the home fans, of course. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck. Let's try and keep the good vibes rolling at Stade Olympique. Joe Ryan Jr. on the mound for this one. He was great in his Game 2 appearance in the NLDS. Now here's his Game 2 appearance in the NLCS. Juan Samuel flies out. Acuna lines out. Enfield flies out. Thank you. Ridley fly out. Montoya single, of course. Stephen Glass fielder's choice. Dylan Cruz single. Christian Rivera has runners on first and second. RBI single from him. Yes. Kevin Guerrero single to load the bases for CJ Edwards, who grounds out. Mayo ground out. Frederick solo home run. There's the first hit, first run. Case ground out. Sands fly out. 1-1 game, bottom of the 2nd. Drew Gilbert doubles. He's been batting 200, so nice to see. Aubrey strikes out. Ridley single. Runners on the corners for Montoya. Anyone else, I'd go sack fly, but for Luis Montoya, we swing, and it's a bases clearing double. How is this guy even real? Luis Montoya, man. Crazy. Stephen Glass grounds out. Dylan Cruz grounds out. We're up by 2. Neville Coles strikes out. Arroyo grounds out. Samuel flies out. Bottom of the 3rd. Rivera line out. Guerrero fly out. Edwards fly out. Acuna single with 2 stealing. Yeah, here comes the steal. Pick off, pitch, fly out. Mayo strikeout. Frederick single. Runners on first and second for Brent Case, who strikes out. Bottom of the 4th. Gilbert walks. Gets on base. Good. Aubrey double play. Ridley single, Montoya single, of course. Stephen Glass, there we go, bases clearing double for Stephen Glass. I love the top of the order. Dylan Cruz, 2-run home run. Ramirez got to get pulled now. Yes, he does. Rivera single, Guerrero walk. We've gone through the whole order here. Walk, double play, 2 outs. Then we go single, single, double, home run, single, walk. CJ Edwards strikes out. All right, 7-1 lead, top of the 5th. It's definitely not over yet. Sands fly out. Coles fly out. Arroyo double for Samuel. 2-run home run. Acuna line out. All right, 4-run lead, bottom of the 5th. Drew Gilbert fly out. Aubrey ground out. Ridley walk for Montoya. RBI double. He's 4 for 4 on the day. Luis Montoya, I love you. Stephen Glass strikeout. Top of the 6th. Enfield strikeout. Mayo fly out. Frederick walk for Brent Case, who grounds out. Dylan Cruz strikeout. Rivera strikeout. Guerrero fly out. Top of the 7th. JRJ. Let's go one more inning. Fly out. Pop up. Ground out. Thank you, JRJ. Another masterclass. Edwards. Batting 208. Let's give a chance to... No, they don't play third. They don't play third, so we can't. No, so Edwards is going to swing. He strikes out, of course. Gilbert, let's give a chance to Jonas Roosh. He's yet to swing. He grounds out, and Aubrey doubles for Ridley, who walks. Montoya, don't tell me you're going to go 5 for 5. Don't you dare tell me you're going 5 for 5. Okay, pop up. All right, JRJ, we're going to pull you. I don't know. 5 runs, isn't this... Let's give him a mistake. Samuel double. Okay. We'll pull him. Thank you, JRJ. We go to Maddox Charles now. Mad Max, strikeout, walk, double play, thank you. 5-run lead to protect. Stephen Glass, walk. Dylan Cruz, fielder's choice. Rivera, walk. Runners on first and second for Guerrero. Walk to load the bases. Come on, CJ, you're 0 for 4 on the day. You have the bases loaded with 1 out. Eli Mesa, strikeout. Jonas Roosh, pinch hitting, strikeout. Squandered opportunity, and now we got to hope that we can protect a 5-run lead. Ground out, fly out, strikeout, thank you, we do. Squandered chance, but we win 8-3. Montoya, player of the game, going 4 for 5. Who else? And JRJ gets the win, as Luis Montoya is now batting .632. He's 12 for 19 with 3 home runs, 7 RBI, a .731 on-base percentage, and 2.099 OPS, on-base plus slugging, as his slugging is at 1.368. Unheard of numbers. Unheard of. All right? So we win games 1 and 2 at home in this best of 7. Now we go on the road to face the Reds in Cincinnati, as Ernesto Valdez will be on the mound for this one at the Great American Ballpark. Ernesto Valdez. Yeah, let's go, Ernesto.
Play ball.
Let's play ball. Against Tage Bradley, 82 overall, 34 years of age, 5.16 ERA this year. Let's try and take advantage. 10.38 ERA in his 4 1/3 innings pitched in his last outing. Come on. Ridley single, thank you. Montoya double play. Glass walk. Cruz walk. Rivera RBI single. That's what we like to see. Guerrero strikeout. Great start to rattle Bradley. Samuel single. Acuna single. Enfield double play. Mayo ground out. Thank you. Edwards single. Gilbert fly out. Aubrey fielder's choice. Ridley error. Runners on first and second, as there's a throwing error by Acuna at second. Montoya strikeout. Runners left stranded. Frederick ground out. Coles ground out. Ochoa ground out. All right, Bradley here. Gives up a single to Glass. Cruz strikeout. Rivera fly out. Guerrero ground out. Left stranded. Stafura strikeout. Sands strikeout. Samuel single. Pickoff pitch, strikeout. Top of the 4th, 1-0. CJ Edwards strikes out. Gilbert strikes out. Aubrey lines out. Bottom of the 4th, Enfield fly out. Mayo strikeout. Frederick strikeout. Top of the 5th, Ridley ground out. Montoya strikeout. 0 for 3, unheard of. And Glass strikeout. Okay, Bradley's awake. Bottom of the 5th, Coles will walk. Pickoff pitch, strikeout. Stafura fielder's choice. Sands ground out. Thank you. Top of the 6th now. Will Bradley stay? Yes, he does, as he strikes out Cruz. Rivera solo home run. That's huge in a game like this. Thank you, Christian Rivera. Guerrero pitching change now. David Rosado coming in. Guerrero strikes out. Edwards singles for Gilbert to ground out. Bottom of the 6th, Valdez. He has a little juice left in the tank. Samuel walks. Pickoff pitch. Fielder's choice. Pickoff. Enfield batting .320. I'm going to bring in a righty, actually. Let's bring in Andrew Lara, who was terrible last time. Here's his chance. Enfield strikes out. Mayo flies out. Thank you. Top of the 7th, Rory Aubrey grounds out. Ridley strikeout. Montoya ground out. Bottom of the 7th, Frederick fly out. Coles double. Ochoa strikeout. Stafura strikeout. Yes! 2-0 lead into the 8th inning. Stephen Glass against Eli Mesa. Glass flies out. Cruz strikes out. Rivera strikes out. All right, Lara, I'll give you one mistake here against Tobias Sands, and there it is with the single. We're going back to Mad Max against Juan Samuel. Fielder's choice. Pickoff pitch, fly out. Pickoff pitch, strikeout. All right, can we extend the 2-run lead? Guerrero against Diego Cabrera. Guerrero solo home run. Thank you, Kevin Guerrero. Edwards fly out. Gilbert batting .200. Let's go to Elijah Green. Green ground out. Aubrey, error gets him on first. Brad Ridley strikeout. All right, a 3-run lead in the bottom of the 9th. Mayo fly out. Frederick fly out. One more. Coles fly out. And the Expos win 3-0. After the Reds swept us in 3 games in the NLDS last year, We don't sweep yet, but we win 3 in a row as revenge against them in the NLCS this year. Valdez, player of the game, striking out 6 over 5 and 1/3 innings pitched, giving up only 3 hits, 2 walks, and no earned runs. Charles gets the save, and we are 1 win away from another World Series title here in the grand finale episode. Oh my, it's not done yet, but we're just 1 win away. Let me get a sip after that one. 3-0 lead over the Reds. Love to see it. All right, here we go. Excuse me. Oliver Shipman on the mound for this one, or do we give a chance to Jason Cora? I'm going to say we give a chance to Jason Cora. We've been doing well with lefties. He had incredible numbers this season. He needs to get a game, I think, this postseason. We've got to give him a chance. So Jason Cora, the rookie, will be on the mound, but Lenny Parsons is ready to go, and so is Shipman if things don't look good after 2 or 3 innings. I'm not going to give him a huge leash here. He had a great year, but the leash isn't very long in the postseason. Here we go. Let's play ball at the Great American Ballpark, trying to sweep the Reds and head to our 3rd World Series in the last 8 years, and just our 3rd in this entire franchise mode series. Oh, sorry, our 3rd World Series would have been 6 years? Sorry. So this is here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm saying no, in 5 years. In 5 years. This is our first World Series in the last 5 years. But we got to get there first. Ridley ground out here. It's R.D. Palbicki, the 92 overall on the mound. Montoya fly out, Glass fly out. Jason Cora making his first start. Samuel walks. Great start. Pick off, pitch. Walks 2. And double play, thank you. And Mayo fly out. Gets out of a sticky situation. Cruz singles. Rivera strikeout. Guerrero fielder's choice. Edwards single. Hobby grand finale, I'd say it's definitely been said at the start, but I wasn't here. Yes, so this is the final episode to end off our 12th season. And then in episode 30, we'll do a big sim to whatever, year 15 or something, just flying through the season, not really taking care of, just letting the AI take care of it. This is our last episode in terms of the episodic format. We'll go to year 15 next episode, but this is the grand finale of our episodic format. Yeah, so we'll have a 30th episode, but this is the last postseason, last full season, our 12th year to end things off. So, runners on first and second with 2 outs. Drew Gilbert pops up. Bottom of the second, Frederick strikes out. Coles grounds out. Ochoa error. Error by Brad Ridley. Stafura pop-up. All right, top of the third. Aubrey strikeout. Ridley walk. Montoya single. If you missed it, Hobbsy, Luis Montoya is batting like .636 with like a .750 on-base percentage and like a 2.100 OPS. It's been crazy. Then it'll be an MLB break until 25. Exactly. So after next week, after the first week of February, we'll have a break for MLB for another month or so until it comes out. When does it come out again? Is it March 18th? So we'll have about a month and a half of something else before we get back to MLB, a little MLB break. All right, runners on first and second, 1 out, Stephen Glass, fielder's choice. Runners on the corners now for Cruz. RBI single for Dylan Cruz. Runners on the corners again for Rivera, who strikes out. All right, 1-0 lead. Tobias Sands strikes out. Juan Samuel walk. Pick off pitch, walk again. Come on, Cora. Enfield line out. Mayo fly out. Thank you. Another sticky situation there. Kevin Guerrero singles. Let's try and steal second. Yeah, stolen base. The 18th, perfect. Yeah, I don't think I'll do early access, so the 18th, we'll get back to MLB by then. CJ Edwards, there we go, an RBI single from CJ, back-to-back singles, great stolen base, really good stolen base actually, he scores from second. Drew Gilbert only batting .192, come on Drew, double play, yeah, he's going to be out next at-bat. And Aubrey strikeout, as Harry Ford, if you missed it, Hobbsy, out 2 to 3 months with a torn finger ligament, he'll be out for the whole postseason. All right, here we go. Frederick ground out. Coles fly out. Ochoa strikeout. Let's go, Jason Cora. He's given up no hits, walks, but no hits over 4 innings. Ridley fly out. Montoya walk. Loves getting on base. Stephen Glass single. Dylan Cruz walk to load the bases for Christian Rivera, who strikes out. Now Kevin Guerrero, big chance for him. Bases loaded. Still RBI single from him. Bases remain loaded for CJ Edwards. A walk to bring in a run. Garrett Crochet is dead tired as he walks in a run. I forgot that Palbicki got pulled. So Palbicki and Crochet, as now that ground out will end the inning. All right. Stafura solo home run. The first hit that Cora gives up in his career is a solo home run. Sands double. Hey, here we go. Samuel walk. Acuna strikeout. Enfield strikeout. Mayo fly. All right, sticky situation again. Only one run that he gives up. How is Greg Crochet still in here? All right, David Rosado's in. Rory Aubrey grounds out. I forgot to pull Gilbert. Brad Ridley strikes out. Montoya grounds out. 4-1 lead for Jason Cora here. You got one more mistake, buddy. Ground out, single. All right, you did well. 5 1/3 innings pitched in Jason Cora's postseason debut. Now we'll go to... Against my better judgment, we'll go to Benito Perez, who needs to find some confidence. Ochoa walks to force 3-run home run. Benito Perez's career is over. Come on, Benito! 7.5 million to choke every postseason. So single walk and back-to-back home runs. His career is over. I'm removing him from the playoff roster. Keen strikeout, Acuna single, stolen base with 2 stealing. And that's just, so up 4-0. We're down 5-4. Up 4-0. Down 5-4. Fly out, single, double play. Awesome. Walk, fielder's choice, strikeout. Top of the 8th, Kevin Guerrero against Luis Ramiro. Guerrero solo home run. Thank you, Kevin Guerrero, to tie the game at 5. Edwards fly out. Gilbert's coming out for Green. Elijah Green ground out. Great. And Aubrey ground out. Batting 150. Rory Aubrey killing me. All right, let's go to Donnie Dubois. No, let's go to Maddox Charles. His energy's not super high, but he can do a little bit. Let's go Maddox. The tie games. Tafura strikeout. Sands fly out. Samuel walk. Come on, so close. Acuna strikeout. Thank you. Can we get the go-ahead run to potentially give us the win and sweep the Reds to put us into the World Series? Brad Ridley strikeout. Montoya strikeout. Glass strikeout. All right, Charles, let's go. One mistake. Enfield ground out. Mayo strikeout. Frederick walk. Cole's... I'm going to keep him in. Cole's strikeout. All right, into extra innings now. Top of the 10th, Dylan Cruz against Max Stone. 75 overall. Defensive substitution. Oh, a triple from Cruz. Please just bring him in. Please. Suicide squeeze, maybe? Let's do that. Perfect. Doesn't get him on base, though, sadly. Turns into a ground out. That brings in a run. Dylan Cruz is the go-ahead run now, as Rivera gets him in. Guerrero grounds out. Edwards strikes out. Here we go. Donnie Dubois to close out the Reds and to punch our ticket to the World Series with a sweep in Cincinnati. Ochoa with a leadoff double. You love to see it. Pickoff, pitch, fly out. That's one. Pickoff, pitch, 2-run home run, and the Reds walk it off. Oh, the bullpen collapses again. The bullpen collapses again. We were up, what, 5-0? And we lose 7-6. Giving up 7 runs on 8 hits. Incredible. Let's end it at home. I'm not even... And how... They're wearing their Stadium Series jerseys? Not yet, Hobbsy. Lenny Parsons, finish it off, baby. Come on, Lenny. Finish it off. Game 5 to finish off the Reds in Montreal and to head to the World Series. Let's do it tonight. Ridley hit by pitch. Great start against Felix Bautista on the mound. Montoya double play. Glass ground out. Samuel fly out. Acuna ground out. Enfield single for Mayo single. Frederick single to load the bases. Lenny walks in a run and Sands ground out. Oh my goodness. Cruz pop up. Edwards pop up. Gilbert fly out. I hate you, Gilbert. Ochoa ground outs. Tafura fly out. Samuel strike out. Tobias Caminiti is DHing. Let's go. Fly out. Who's pinch hitting here? It's Guerrero's out. I should probably put Guerrero back in. Ground out. Aubrey fly out. He's terrible. Single. Caught stealing. Hit by pitch. All right. Parsons is out. We can't trust him anymore. And in comes Joe Ryan. No, in comes Oliver Shipman. Oliver Shipman in long relief. Strikeout. Fly out. Thank you. All right. Ridley walks. Thank you. Montoya singles. Runners on first and second for Stephen Glass. Double play. And Dylan... Okay, RBI single. That gets us 1. CJ pop-up. That gets us 1. Ochoa single. Stafura flyout. Samuel RBI triple to bring in another. Acuna 2-run home run, and that's going to be... There we go. Let's get reverse swept. Single, pop-up, ground out. 5 runs on 10 hits through 4 innings. Drew Gilbert batting 172. Let's bring in Green for the rest of this game, or maybe it'll be Roosh after that. Ground out. Caminiti batting 111. Here's your last chance. Ground out. Goodbye. Rivera ground out. All right, let's fly through the innings. Aubrey pop-up, ground out, double. This game's probably already over. Glass single, runners in the corners. Cruz single to load the bases, and a ground out for Edwards. Oh, a fly out. Fun. Ground out, ground out, ground out. Green fly out. Caminiti, we're going to go to Tobias. No, we're going to go to Kevin Guerrero in DH. Ground out, Rivera single. Aubrey, can someone else play catcher at this point? Aubrey is horrible, man. Ground out again. Walk, stolen base, single, double play, strikeout. Ridley walks, Montoya double play, Glass ground out. Let's just get some other people in here. Let's see. Mendez, your first time pitching. Ground out, single. Just let a few runs in and see what happens. Ground out, fly out, ground out. Great. So after winning 3 in a row, we lose back-to-back, and now we find ourselves in a Game 6 matchup as we're getting closer to being reverse swept, as the game just hates us as always. Drew Gilbert batting 172 is out. In comes Jonas Roosh. Let's try him for a game. Put Cruz in center field. Roosh can go in left field. And Rory Aubrey batting 125. Do you have to call up our AAA catcher? Sorry, I forgot that Benito Perez is being removed from the playoff roster. Actually, first I got to call someone up. Or, I can't. It has to be in between rounds, eh? Hold on. What's this in the trade breakers? Okay, that's nothing new. AAA. Can I call up Gabriel Duarte? No, only in between series, of course. Who do I have at catcher? At catcher, we can call up Giancarlo Perez. Do we have anybody with secondary catcher? I don't believe so. Is there a way to check that quickly? Well, let's look at it's only our MLB roster that can play anyways right now. Anybody with secondary catcher? No. Great. Nobody with secondary catcher. And we're now up 3-2. As we bring it back home to Montreal, we lose both games in Cincinnati, but now we're back home in Montreal in Game 6 to try and finish it off, as the winner will face the Mariners, who swept the Royals in the World Series. The Mariners, didn't we... No, we've never faced them. We faced the Royals, yeah, in our first World Series win. All right, who's starting this one? JRJ? Ridiculous. Here at Olympic Stadium. Yeah, JRJ gets the start. Ridley, Montoya, Glass, Cruz, Rivera, Guerrero. Edwards hasn't been great. Roosh is going to be there, and Aubrey's been horrible too. But the bench has been just as bad. So that'll be our lineup. Here we go. Joe Ryan Jr. on the mound. Game 6. Win, and we're off to the World Series. Lose, and we're off to 7. I'm on the brink of being reverse swept. Samuel ground out, Acuna fly out, Enfield double. Pick off pitch, Mayo pop up. All right, Ridley ground out, Montoya double. Thank you. Stephen Glass hit by pitch, runners on first and second. Dylan Cruz double play. Frederick line out, Sands fly out, Case ground out, bottom of the second. Rivera ground out, Guerrero double. Edwards 2-run home run. Thank you, C.J. Edwards. Thank you, C.J. Edwards. Jonas Roosh strikes out. Aubrey single, rare single from Rory Aubrey. Brad Ridley singles as well. Runners on first and second for Montoya, who flies out. Neville Coles pops up. Arroyo singles. Juan Samuel walks. Acuna with an RBI, 2 RBI double. Great. No, 1 RBI. Did someone get thrown out? Yes. Samuel thrown out at home plate by Jonas Roosh. Enfield 2-run home run. Ah! Mayo pop up. All right, 3 runs on 4 hits. We have 2 on 5. Glass strikeout. Cruz walk. Thank you. Rivera single. Guerrero fly out. Edwards ground out. More runners left stranded. Strikeout, ground out, walk, ground out. Bottom of the fourth, Jonas Roosh walks to start things off. Aubrey, strikeout. Ridley, sack, bunt, gets him to second. Why? Montoya, pop-up. Top of the fifth, Arroyo, single. Samuel, single. Runners on the corners for Acuna, who's single. Single, single, single. Enfield, flyout. Mayo, caught stealing. Awesome, there's an out. And Mayo, single again. Single, single. 4 singles from JRJ. To finish off the inning, I can't even trust him against Frederick. So to finish off the inning, we go to Andrew Lara, who gives up another single. Of course he does. And another single. Of course he does. And another single. No, ground out. And we're off to Game 7, where we're going to get reverse swept by this game that hates us in the quick manage. It is so bipolar. Strikeout, ground out, single. RBI double for Guerrero. Edwards grounds out. We're down by 3 runs. Oh, my goodness. Ground out. Arroyo, I don't want to pay him against Landry. Let's go. I don't know. We need all hands on deck. Ernesto Valdez. Let's bring him in a little bit. All hands on deck. Fly out, double, strikeout. Bottom of the 6th. Ramirez is getting tired. He gives up a single to Roosh. Aubrey lines out because he's terrible. Ridley singles. Runners on the corners. Come on, Luis Montoya! Come on, Luis Montoya! He walks to load the bases. Stephen Glass, please. The rookie, the runner-up for Rookie of the Year. Please, Stephen Glass. Bases loaded. Representing the go-ahead run. Stephen Glass! Strikes out. Dylan Cruz, the veteran. Come on, Dylan! Okay, a walk to bring in a run. Christian Rivera, the rookie, the 29-year-old rookie. Kind of rookie, not really rookie, but first full year. We put so much trust in him. Please, Christian Rivera! We get 1 run, as we're now down by 2. Enfield pop-up, Mayo ground out, Frederick fly out. Bottom of the 7th, please, Guerrero. Eli Meza on the mound. Guerrero single, please. Edwards fly out, Roosh strikeout, and Aubrey, there's going to be nothing that we can expect from him ever. Against Luis Ramiro. Single, really? Aubrey somehow 2 for 4 today. Ridley, please bring in 1. Please, Brad! 3-run home run! Brad Ridley, I love you, Brad Ridley! Up 7-6 now, we're not done yet. Hey, Mr. Brian Michalak, perfect timing. Great timing for the 3-run home run. Thank you for joining. Give us a little good luck, please. Up 7-6, we're not done yet. Montoya with the double. Come on, Stephen Glass. Michael Chavez is in now. Stephen Glass walks. Dylan Cruz, the veteran, fly out. Okay, come on, 2 more innings. 2 more innings for the World Series. Sands, single. Case strikeout. Cole's caught stealing. Cole's strikeout. Good. Come on, Rivera add to the lead. Against Max Stone now, 75 overall. Rivera strikeout. Guerrero double. Edwards, bring him home. Pop up. Roosh! Yes! Jonas Roosh! Jonas Roosh, the biggest home run of his career so far. 9-6 Expos, 3-run lead. Aubrey flies out, and it's going to come down to Donnie Dubois, please. With a 3-run lead, we are 3 outs away from the World Series against the Mariners. Come on. Arroyo strikeout. Samuel strikeout. Acuna single. Hold on. 1 more. Enfield. Error. Oh, come on. Mayo fly out. And the Montreal Expos are off to the 2035 World Series. Hey, Lippers, who says, hey, Data, I know you said you're going to do an HLM series after these streams. You should do an expansion draft unless you have a certain team in mind. Just a suggestion. Nope. Thank you, Lippers. I appreciate the suggestion. It'll honestly come down to what people vote for. That'll be what it comes down to. I don't really have anything in mind, so I'd be totally open to an expansion draft. Thanks for saying so, Lippers. Much love. And the Montreal Expos are the NL champs. The 3rd World Series appearance through our 12 years in Montreal. And it's going to be the first time in 5 years. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, yeah. So this is we're trying for a 3rd World Series in 7 years. Yes. That's what we're trying for. So I'm just looking at the numbers here on my Excel sheet. We're trying for a 3rd World Series in 7 years. as we have a third World Series appearance in 7 years, but can it be a third World Series title in 7 years? Big 9-6 win. Guerrero player of the game going 4 for 5. Valdez gets the win. Dubois gets the save. This team is crazy. Some of these guys, Montoya batting 486 and Guerrero batting 433. Wow. Let me just make sure against lefties we get Guerrero back in here. Caminiti's not been doing well at DH, so Guerrero will DH. Actually. Yeah. Unless, hold on, Montoya and Guerrero. Yeah, actually, we'll switch them for the offense-defense in the outfield. And we'll be facing the Seattle Mariners. A few days of rest, thankfully. And now will be a 7-game series against the Seattle Mariners for the 2035 World Series. Even if we don't win it, at least to say that we made it through the NLDS and then that we beat the Reds as well in a revenge series for 3 World Series appearances in 7 years, we can be proud of that. Oh, boy. Okay. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. So the stats through 2 rounds. Sorry, let me just fix this. Okay. Sorry, wrong place. Statistics. Through these 2 rounds, Montoya batting... Let's start by batting average. Montoya batting 486. Cruz 439. Guerrero 433. Ridley 385, Rivera 357, who said that he couldn't play shortstop. Glass 341, Roosh 333 though, but in only 6 at-bats. After that it drops off dramatically. Edwards 233, Gilbert 172, Aubrey 172. He bat 238 on the season. Yeah, he's batting 172 now. Caminiti 100. Gooch 0 for 0, Green 0 for 7, and he's going to be gone. So Green 17 million, and Perez I think 7.5 million. That's big money freed up next offseason. On base percentage, Montoya at 591, Ridley at 500. Slugging percentage, Montoya at 971, and OPS still 1.562 OPS for Montoya, 1.369 on Guerrero, 1.262 on Roosh in his 6 at bats. Ridley 1.115 and Cruz 1.099. Wins above replacement in this short amount of time. Errors, 2 from Rivera. 1.3 from Montoya. Crazy. And for the pitchers, let's see. So Parsons, 14 innings pitched, 6.43 ERA, hasn't been great. JRJ, 19 2/3 innings pitched, 4.12 ERA. Valdez, though, 14 innings pitched, 2.57 ERA. Shipman, 10 2/3, 4.22. Cora, 5 1/3, 3.38. Lara in relief, so-so. McGill, 1 inning, that was fine. Benito Perez. Did I miss my chance between series? Can I add Duarte to the playoff roster? Yes. So Duarte is going to be added to the playoff roster in long relief. And Benito Perez has played his last game as an Expo. There we go. Wait, did it let me do it? Yes. Yes, it did. So now the pitching rotation we'll have Lara to mid relief, McGill and Duarte in long relief. There you go. His clutch is at 40 though. Should I have chosen someone else? Calderon has 61 clutch. Marshall Hand 77. And the velocity. You know what? Marshall Hand's gonna be the guy. And sorry to Duarte, but I'll remove you from the playoff roster. There you go. So McGill and Hand will be long relief. Keane, Lara, Mendoza, mid relief. Charles, another Keane there in the mid setup and all that. So Keane numbers aren't fantastic. Mendez, 1 inning, 9 yards to give up a run. Charles in 9 innings, 10 strikeouts, 1.0 ERA. Very nice. Do we have a spot for that catcher just in case? Do we call up the 60 overall catcher? I wonder. Keane, Rich Keane, horrible. Donnie Dubois, solid enough. Is there anyone else in our organization who has secondary position of catcher? No way. No. No one. So we have to call up... Do we call up Giancarlo Perez? 67 overall with deep potential. Do we call him up to play for Rory Aubrey? Probably not, honestly. I wish we had other options, but I don't think we can make that work. It's probably a little too crazy. Yeah. So there we go. Let's do it. So facing off against the Mariners. Let's see their lineup. Where are the Mariners? Here they are. Seattle Mariners. Julio Ramirez leads off for them, batting 190. Julio Rodriguez, 93 overall, batting 200. Getting paid $47.9 million in 2039. 34 years of age. Evan Carter batting 607. He's their guy at 95 overall. Wow. Corbin Carroll's here, batting 250. Gage Johnson, 78 overall, batting 310. Ronnie Mauricio batting 476 as a 76 overall. Wow. Pedro Sierra batting 437. Cole Young, 261. Daryl Suarez, 72 overall, batting 269. Good defense. Forrest Lopez, former Expo Forrest Lopez. We could have used him as backup catcher now. Wow. He's been the everyday guy in Seattle. Now currently backing up Pedro Sierra. Yes, you're going to play due to injury anyway, so yeah, it's not a big deal there. You're right, Hamzy. So Forrest Lopez is on the bench, former Expo. Nelson Key. There you go. For the pitching rotation in Seattle. So they have Sherwood Newsom, 86 overall, currently with a 4.09 ERA in 11 innings pitched. Giancarlo Valdez, 14 innings pitched, 3.21 ERA. He's been the guy. Bryce Lopez has been really good too, 82 overalls, who are carrying the Mariners. Ken Powell and Damon Root yet to pitch. Wikelman Gonzalez, how about that? The bullpen is ridiculously low overall, but their closer is Devi Garcia, is that how you say it? 51 saves on the year, 4 1/3 innings pitched, 1 strikeout, 0.00 ERA, 0.46 WHIP. The rest of their bullpen is between 66 and 78 overall. So they don't go to their bullpen often, it looks like. John McMillan got blown up there. Yeah, not too often. They're okay, but they don't go to the bullpen too often. They rely on their starting pitching. They took down, So they finished in second in the AL. They've been undefeated, actually. Whoa, they're 7-0. They swept the Red Sox and swept the Royals. Oh, my goodness. The Mariners. Where am I going? AL West. Sorry. They went 92 and 70 on the year. 16th ranked, 24th in power, 27th in pitching, 22nd in speed, but 2nd in contact and 7th in defense. 16th ranked team that went 92 and 70. They've been 7-0 in the postseason, and now they face the Expos, and we've been, 7-3. Yeah. They're 7-0, we're 7-3. So here we go, the World Series, the 2035 World Series. Game 1 in Montreal, Stade Olympique at Olympic Stadium. Here we go in front of the home fans of Montreal, La Belle Province. Who gets the Game 1 start? Do we go to Lenny Parsons again? He started the NLDS and was terrible. Started the NLCS and was great. In his other NLCS appearance, he wasn't very good. I'll take another little sip of water here. Who starts Game 1? Not who's been the best necessarily, but who starts Game 1. Maybe someone could put something in the Discord server. Maybe Hobbsy, if you're out there. Just letting people know that we're in the World Series and Game 1 is starting. I think you got to go with your ace in Game 1. But Valdez has been the best numbers-wise. Do we need to start with our best pitcher, numbers-wise? Or go with our ace? He's had 1 good appearance and 2 bad appearances. So I lean Valdez. And no one has suggested otherwise. So Ernesto Valdez will be on the mound. And we'll run with this as the batting order. And we'll cross our fingers. Here we go. Game 1 of the 2035 World Series. It all starts here. Julio Rodriguez leading off with a double. Of course he does. Gage Johnson flies out. Evan Carter grounds out. Valdez was my call, says Hobbs. Perfect, says Hobbsy. And Corbin Carroll strikes out, and we make it through the first inning. Brad Ridley flies out here in the World Series. A lot of players in their first World Series. A lot of them weren't here back in 2030? Back in 2030, yes. A lot of them weren't here. Montoya grounds out. Glass doubles for Dylan Cruz. He's been here. He flies out. Forrest Lopez, the former Expos, singles. Yep. Nelson Key double. Cole Young single. Single, double, single. Calderon walk. Single, double, single, walk. Bases loaded with no outs, and we lose game 1. Single, 2 runs. Stolen base. Strikeout, pop-up, flyout. All right, we go up 3 runs in the second inning. Christian Rivera flyout. Kevin Guerrero ground out. Edwards strikeout. Ground out, fly out, strike out. We make it through the third. So no runs, 3 runs, no runs. Roosh ground out, Aubrey ground out, Ridley fly out. Nice. Young double, Calderon single, double, and game's over anyways. But let's go to Oliver Ship. Now let's go to Jason Cora in relief. Gives up another single, double play, hit by pitch, 2-run home run. What a sick joke! Shipman comes in. We give up 0-3-0-4. Pop up, and that's sorry. Now it's us. Single from Montoya to get on first. Double play. Pop up. Just down 7-0. Let's call it. Single for the choice. Double. We score a run. Woo! We score a run. Single. Stolen base. Fly out. Double. Scores another one. Fly out. Single. Single. Double play. That's what we love. Let's get some innings for these guys. Mendez, give him an inning. Ground out, pop up, ground out. Rivera strikeout, ground out. Mickey Mantle, that's exactly who we need here in the stream. Welcome, Mickey. Thank you for joining the stream. Give us some good luck. We're in the World Series and we need some good luck. Edwards, whatever, just swing the bat, man. Ground out, strikeout, fly out, thank you. Roosh strikeout. Aubrey, let's put Gilbert at catcher. Why not? Ground out, Ridley fly out. Walk, strikeout, runner thrown out. That's great. Pop up, and we're down 8-1. Here we go. Fly out, ground out, and let's give Cruz a little rest. Let's call in Tobias Gooch, first at bat. And he's hit by pitch. There you go. Rivera, 2-run home run. Too little, too late. And Guerrero out. Strikeout as we lose 8-3 in Game 1 of the World Series as the Mariners stay perfect going 8-0. And we lose our first game in a little bit there. Is it? No. Just our first game of the World Series. Mickey Mantle says, I'll give you good luck. Just listen to me. Whenever you see the ball right over the plate, swing at it. Sorry about the comment. Swing at it if it's high. I'll swing at it. Thank you, Mickey. We needed that. Let's burn the tapes and bounce back, says Hobbsy. Thank you, Mickey. If it's over the plate, swing. And if it's high, I'll swing at it. Thank you, Mickey. That's exactly what this team needed to hear. Did you hear Mickey? Did you hear him, Brad and Lewis and Steven? If it's high and it's over the plate, don't swing at it. Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Understood. Sorry, the comment cut off here on my PlayStation. I can't see always the full comment. But come on, guys. Who was here in 2030? Ridley was here in 2030. Montoya, it's your first World Series. Glass, first World Series. Cruz has won 2 titles already. Rivera's first World Series. Guerrero's first World Series. Edwards has 1 title. Was he here in the postseason? I guess he was. Probably didn't make the playoff roster. I don't think he was in the playoff roster, no. Probably his first as well. Roosh, first World Series. Aubrey, first World Series. So a lot of players in their first appearance here. Caminiti hasn't won the World Series before. Actually, does it say when they win the World Series? No, it doesn't. But Cruz is a playoff MVP. Gooch, first World Series. Gilbert, first World Series with us at least. He's very cold, batting 167 after batting 254 on the year. Elijah Green, 2-time World Series winner with us. Lenny Parsons was not here in 2030. Ryan was not here. And Ernesto Valdez won the World Series with us. And yeah, so he's a 2-time World Series champion, Valdez is. And that's the only experience that we have. So we have a lot of experience in the team, but not in World Series titles. Donnie Dubois, World Series. And Charles, 2-time World Series title, 2-time winner as well. Don't throw perfect pitches, only sometimes, not all the time, because you could give up a home run. Understood. Thank you, Mickey. Listen to him, boys. Listen to Mickey. Let's go. Game 2 of the World Series. Let's bounce back and let's give Seattle their first loss. Believe in yourself. Even though you lost the first game, just have some confidence. This is what I love to hear. Thank you, Mickey. That's exactly what I needed to hear right now. JRJ's getting the game tonight. We need to go to him. He's been our best pitcher so far. It's just really been Rory Aubrey hurting us the most. And the rest of the lineup is what it is. Here we go. JRJ on the mound. Ramirez strikes out to start this game here at the Olympic Stadium. Julio Rodriguez gets a single. And Carter flies out. Carroll flies out. There's the first inning. Brad Ridley ground out. Listen to Mickey, boys. Lewis pops up. Stephen Glass single. He's listening to Mickey. Come on. Dylan Cruz ground out. Gage Johnson strikeout. Mauricio ground out. Sierra ground out. Bottom of the second. Christian Rivera single on base. There you go. Kevin walk. Thank you. Runners on first and second for CJ Edwards, who singles. Oh my goodness, to load the bases for our two worst batters so far, Jonas Roosh and Rory Aubrey. Oh my goodness. Jonas Roosh. Oh, Jonas Roosh with a 2 RBI single. Now it's up to Rory. Hit by pitch. We still have the bases loaded with no outs for Brad Ridley. Fielder's choice. Montoya. Grand slam. Mickey Mantle grand slam for Luis Montoya. The first grand slam of the postseason. It's a World Series grand slam for the rookie, Luis Montoya. Mickey Mantle gives his spirit to Luis Montoya. And then the pitching change, big pitching change now for the Mariners, understandably. Fred McCann, we need them to go to their bullpen. That's what we love to see. Glass strikes out, Cruz lines out. 6-0 game. Cole Young fly out, Suarez fly out, Ramirez ground out. Bottom of the third, Rivera single, Guerrero strikeout, Edwards fly out, Roosh single, runners on first and second for Aubrey, who strikes out. Rodriguez leadoff triple, great. Carter sac fly, understandable. Carroll solo home run, of course. Johnson single, Mauricio walk. Okay, so triple, sac fly, home run, single, walk. Joe Ryan Jr., wake up, man. Last mistake, walk. Goodbye. And if the pitcher is giving up walks, and home runs, pull the pitcher and believe that you can win. That's what we're doing right now. Imagine Joe DiMaggio was with you. He was on the team. And that's exactly what we're doing. Thank you, Mickey. We're pulling JRJ, and we're going to Oliver Shipman. No, we gotta go to the bullpen. We gotta go to Andrew Lara. No, Michael McGill. Michael McGill's who we're going to. Bases loaded with 1 out. Fielder's choice. Scores a run. I log back in time to see the grand slam. Great timing. Thank you, says Mr. Brian Michalak. Fly out. All right, so we limit the damage. 2 for 2. Yes, you are. We limit the damage there with 3 runs in the fourth. Ridley double. Let's get some more here. Montoya fly out. Glass pop up. Cruz strikeout. A double, then left stranded. Ramirez ground out. Rodriguez strikeout. Carter strikeout. Well done. Rivera single, Guerrero strikeout, Edwards strikeout, Roosh single. He's 3. Both Rivera and Roosh are 3 for 3. And now, of course, we need to rely on Rory Aubrey, who strikes out like a bum. Carroll single, pick off. Johnson single, McGill. Come on, one more double play. Thank you. Come on, get it done. Pop up. Let's go. Did McGill go to McGill? I wonder. Bottom of the sixth, Ridley double. Don't leave him stranded. You know what? We got to play small ball. Montoya bunts him over, and Glass is going to sac fly him in. Thank you. Cruz fly out. There's another run now, a 4-run cushion. Young single. Okay, I'm giving you enough of a chance here. Marshall Hand making his postseason debut. Double play. Ramirez single. Rodriguez fielder's choice. All right, bottom of the seventh. Pitching change. John McMillan, 66 overall. Mickey Mantle says, don't let any pitcher play if they didn't do good. Use the pitcher that did good and has the most strikeouts. Sounds simple enough to me. Thank you, Mickey. Rivera ground out. Guerrero ground out. Yeah, why are we going to get hits on a 66 overall? Why would we? Edwards singles for Roosh, who pops up. 94.5 ERA, that's true, is insane. Evan Carter strikes out. Carroll triples. Great. Johnson RBI single. Mauricio pop up. Sierra ground out. We make it to the bottom of the eighth here. Rory Aubrey, the bum. Here he is. Against 69 overall, Ozzie Armis. Fly out. Yep. Strikeout and strikeout. With a 3-run lead to give the Mariners their first loss of the postseason so far. Donnie Dubois to close it out. Walks the first guy he sees. Suarez single. Ramirez single. Bases loaded with no outs, and we're going to choke it. So help me if we choke it. Charles. What team are you playing? It's the Expos and the Mariners here. I'm the Expos. What a joke. What a joke. Walk, single, single. Bases loaded with no outs. 3-run lead. Here we go. Rodriguez, strikeout. That's 1. Evan Carter, double play! Let's go, Maddox Charles! And the Expos win 7-4. Woo! What a save from Maddox Charles as Donnie Dubois almost choked it. All right, let's just, as a reminder, let's remember that Dubois is not going to be there anymore. Charles is going into the closing role. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy, that was way too close for comfort. Yes, I read my mind, Hobbsy. Charles is going to be handling save duties, and there he is into the closing role. Huge win as we give the Mariners their first loss of the entire postseason. We split the games at home, 8-3 loss, 7-4 win, and now we're on the road in Seattle for Game 3 of the World Series. They are human, they bleed, and we give them their first loss here at T-Mobile Park now for Game 3 of the World Series as they suffered their first loss. And now we'll have Lenny Parsons on the mound for Game 3. Aubrey is so bad. It's incredible how bad he is. Bryce Lopez on the mound, 82 overall, had great numbers so far through the 15 innings that he's pitched. Here we go. Ridley leading off, solo home run to lead off. Don't mind if I do. Thank you, Brad Ridley, with Mickey Mantle whispering in his ear. Montoya strikes out, Glass strikes out, Cruz strikes out. So home run, then strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Lenny Parsons, let's go. I hope we're getting the good Lenny tonight. Line out, strikeout, strikeout. Thank you. Rivera, singles. Hope you win this series, says Mickey Mantle. And like I just said, believe in yourself, have confidence in yourself, and trust that you can win. And try not to make any of us, try to make any of those pop-up catches. Let's just get strikeouts all the way. Thank you, Mickey Mantle. I love that. Mickey, man, you gotta come by more streams. Love you, man. Guerrero fielder's choice. Edwards strikes out. Roosh, 2-run home run. Our second home run of the evening. Rory Aubrey, the bum himself, hit by pitch. The second time he's been hit by a pitch. Ridley singles. Runners on the corners for Montoya, who pops up. All right. Bottom of the second. Carroll solo home run of his own. Lopez double. Key strikeout. Young walk. Calderon strikeout. Suarez RBI single. Walk and fly out. Great. So Parsons continues to implode. 3-2 game for us. Glass single. Cruz error. Runners on second and third. Rivera. There you go. Bases clearing double for Christian Rivera. So glad we traded that other shortstop and kept him. Guerrero walks. Edwards flies out. Roosh. There's a 2-for-2 now. RBI single from him. Aubrey. Fly out, of course. And Ridley error to load the bases. That was a huge error. Montoya fly out. All right. Bases loaded. We can't do anything, but we have a 6-2 lead with a 3-run third inning. Carter ground out. Carroll strikeout. Lopez fly out. Thank you, Lenny. Glass ground out. Cruz strikeout. Rivera strikeout. Bottom of the fourth. Key ground out. Young hit by pitch. Calderon single. Suarez double play. That's huge. Guerrero to lead off the fifth inning strikes out. Edwards strikeout. Roosh ground out. Rodriguez bottom of the fifth. Parsons getting tired. A fly out. Ground out. Ground out. We still have a 4-run cushion here in the top of the sixth. Aubrey against Gonzalez. Gonzalez flies out. Ridley error. Another error, getting him on second this time. Wow, overthrown to first. There you go. Montoya pop up. Glass strikeout, all for nothing. Carroll grounds out. Lopez strikes out. Key strikes out. Lenny Parsons is awake. He is dealing. Dylan Cruz strikeout. Rivera ground out. Mickey Mantle says, I gotta go to bed. It's 1:08, 1:05 in the morning over there. Like I said, believe in yourself and tell me when you're gonna go live again. I'll watch every video and like. Thank you, Mickey. We're live twice a week between Monday and Friday. Usually it's Monday and Thursday. Sometimes it's Tuesday, Friday. Never Wednesday, in my experience. Very rarely Monday. But usually it's Monday or Tuesday, and then Thursday or Friday that we're live. But MLB is usually Thursday or Friday. That's usually what it is. Thanks for dropping in, Mickey. Thanks for all the good, the what's the word I'm looking for? The goodwill and the great spirits in there. Thank you. Kevin Guerrero walks, 2 outs. Will he be left stranded by C.J. Edwards? No. A single. Jonas Roosh. There you go. Bases clearing double from Jonas Roosh. He's been crazy. And Rory Aubrey, is he good for nothing here? And he pops up. Great. 6-run lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Lenny's getting... he's been great, but he's getting tired. And we have to just hope that we don't blow a 6-run lead. Data IRL managing would be chaos. Starting pitchers wouldn't have a routine because Data regularly drops them in from the bullpen. Yeah. Willard Keene. Let's go, Willard. Ground out, pop up, ground out. Thank you. Top of the 8th. Ridley ground out. Montoya ground out. Glass ground out. Bottom of the 8th. Rodriguez fly out. Johnson strikeout. Carter pop up. Thank you, Willard. Cruz now against John McMillan. 66 overall with his 37.8 ERA. Cruz ground out. Rivera walk. 37, then 1 ground out. It goes on to 31. Runner on first. Guerrero fielder's choice. Edwards ground out. Here we go to finish it off with an 8-run lead. Charles is the guy, but I'm going to hope that Donnie Dubois can get some confidence back with a little 6-run cushion. Ground out, fly out, triple ground out. Thank you, Donnie Dubois. All right, the Expos win 8-2. Jonas Roosh, player of the game, 3 for 4, 5 RBI. What a night from him. Lenny Parsons gets the win. And we now go up 2-1 as the Mariners lose back-to-back games. Yeah, we really, really needed that. Okay. With a 2-run series lead, let's keep things rolling. Who's starting this next game? Is it Shipman at T-Mobile Arena? It could be Joe Ryan Jr. Or we go to Oliver Shipman. JRJ had to get pulled last time. Let's go Shipman. We haven't seen him in a little bit. Let's go Oliver Shipman here in Game 3. It could be a long 7-game series. We got to make sure that we're giving these guys a chance to rest. So Oliver Shipman on the mound for Game 3. Going up 3-1 would be huge. Tying 2-2 wouldn't be as great. Hobbsy, also with MLB ending, will the second stream be something different or just double Coyotes until we finish them and then double 25? Great question. Coyotes are almost done as well. HLM will be coming soon. I'm not sure if HLM will be a live stream series. I'd like it to be. So it could be HLM. Or we just start at 25 franchise mode. I'm not sure. I'll see what people have for suggestions. But MLB will be done within a couple of weeks now. All right, so here we go. Leading off, Brad Ridley hit by pitch. Great way to start the game. Ken Powell on the mound, 79 overall. Montoya hit by pitch and walk to start the game. Love that. Stephen Glass, a 3-run home run. Thank you very much. What a start. Let's eat up Ken Powell here. Hit by pitch, walk, and 3-run home run. Dylan Cruz, walk. He's shaky. He's got the yips. He's out. Hit by pitch, walk, home run, walk, fielder's choice, and strikeout. There you go. Yeah, probably a Discord discussion. Okay, 3 runs for us there. Ramirez on Shipman. Strikeout. Pop-up. Line-out. Jonas Roosh grounds out. Aubrey batting 135. He singles. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's rattled. Keep pouncing. Ridley fly out. Montoya ground out. Carroll strikes out. Johnson lines out. Mauricio grounds out. Stephen Glass ground out. Cruz walk. Rivera pop-up. Guerrero fly out. Bottom of the 3rd. Sierra pop-up. Young strikeout. Suarez strikeout. Okay. Both teams finding a groove now. Or both pitchers, I should say. Ken Powell against C.J. Edwards. Edwards strikes out. Roosh singles for Rory Aubrey, who flies out. Ridley walks. Montoya walk to load the bases. Come on, eat him up, Steven. Eat him up! Strikeout. Ah, with the bases loaded. Ramirez strikeout. Rodriguez ground out. Carter double for Corbin Carroll, who grounds out. Top of the 5th, Cruz fly out. Rivera single. Guerrero double play. Bottom of the 5th, Johnson fly out. Mauricio fly out. Sierra single. Pick off pitch. Fielder's choice. Top of the 6th, Edwards pitching change. Chase Silseth coming in. 78 overall. Edwards singles off of him. Roosh hit by pitch. Come on. Aubrey, I can't even trust him to swing. Just bunt every time. Bunt to get just to advance the runners. That's all you're good for, advancing the runners. Ridley, walk to load the bases. Luis Montoya, strikeout. Stephen Glass. All right, a run gets walked in for Dylan Cruz. Ground out. Wasted, squandered opportunities. All these bases loaded with hit by pitch and walks. Squandered opportunities. All right, Suarez pops up. Ramirez singles. Ooh, he's fast. Pick off. Pitch, fly out. Pick off, pitch. Ooh, RBI double there. Carroll, RBI single. Johnson strikeout. All right, 2 runs scored for the Mariners in that one. We have a 2-run lead with 3 innings to go. Rivera strikeout. Guerrero ground out. Edwards ground out. Shipman, 1 mistake, buddy. Strikeout, ground out, walk. It's always that 3rd one. Pick off. Hey, I picked him off! Hey, there you go. Oliver Shipman picks him off. Well done. To get him out of the 7th inning, and that'll be his night. Roosh strikes out. Aubrey flies out. Ridley grounds out. All right, Shipman did very, very well. Now it's going to come down to... Man. It actually worked earlier this episode, so it's the second time this postseason that it worked. Who can we trust here? Mike Mendez coming in. Suarez flies out. Ramirez strikes out. Rodriguez strikes out. Nice. Let's add to the lead here. Montoya walks. Glass fly out. Cruz RBI double. That's huge. Rivera pitching change. Ozzy Armas coming in. Rivera ground out. Guerrero RBI double. Another big one. Edwards walk. Roosh fly out. 2 huge runs in the 9th. And now we have a 4-run cushion for Maddox Charles to put us up 3-1 in this World Series. Carter, an error gets him on first. Fielding error by Ridley. Carroll strikeout. Johnson strikeout. Mauricio ground out. And the Montreal Expos are 1 win away from their 3rd World Series title. Up 3-1 on the Mariners. Losing Game 1, but then winning 3 in a row. Could it be the gentleman's sweep? Stephen Glass, player of the game. We win 6-2. Shipman gets the win. Could we do it in Seattle? 1 win away. It's not often that we win the championship in our final episode, whether it's a Stanley Cup or the World Series title. 1 win away. Sorry, I didn't see Hobbsy. I asked if you could put it in the Discord server. If you didn't put it already, now would be a great time if you just have a second to drop it in there. 1 win away from the World Series. If you already did it, then that's fine. But here we go. Oh boy, so many fighting for their first World Series title. Some for their second, some for their third here in Montreal. At T-Mobile Park, it will be Joe Ryan Jr. No problem, thank you, Hobbsy. It will be Joe Ryan Jr. on the mound. Yes. For Game 5 of the 2035 World Series, to end it in Seattle, and to win our 3rd World Series title. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck, and it's showtime. Brad Ridley batting .345, he grounds out. Montoya batting .400, he doubles. Glass batting .333, strikes out. And Cruz, who still got it at 79 overall, 33 years of age. What a machine. .339, he strikes out. All right, Julio Ramirez pop-up. Rodriguez strikeout, Carter ground out. That's 1 inning down. Rivera double, thank you. Oscar, welcome to the stream. Good, thank you for the good luck wishes. Let's go. We're 8 innings away. Thank you kindly for the very nice words of encouragement. Guerrero strikeout. Edwards ground out. Roosh fly out, leaving him stranded on second. Carroll grounds out. Johnson grounds out. Mauricio double for Pedro Sierra to ground out. There we go. All right, top of the 3rd for Rory Aubrey. Somehow getting a single. Thank you, Rory. Ridley flies out. Montoya walks. Runners on 1st and 2nd for Stephen Glass. Ground out, but advances the runners. Dylan Cruz with runners on 2nd and 3rd. RBI, a bases clearing double. A bases clearing double from the veteran who wants his 3rd ring. Dylan Cruz brings in 2, and he's on 2nd for Rivera, who brings in Cruz with a double of his own. Let's go, Christian Rivera, 2 for 2. He's on 2nd himself. Can Guerrero do it as well? He grounds out. 3 runs in the 3rd. Aubrey starting the rally, of course, of all players. Cole Young single now, getting him on 1st. Suarez singles as well. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Ramirez, hey, no! Bases loaded. Julio Rodriguez, bases clearing double. Just like that. Single, walk, double. Fly out, strikeout. Lead cut to 1. Edwards strikes out. Roosh flies out. Aubrey grounds out. Bottom of the 4th, Johnson single. You got 1 mistake left, buddy. Strikeout, fielder's choice. All right, he makes it out. Ridley ground out. Is Newsom going to keep going here? Sherwood Newsom. Montoya single. Glass RBI double. Thank you. Is he going to get pulled now? No. A walk from Dylan Cruz. Had the runner thrown out at the plate to preserve the lead, though. True, I missed that. Thank you. Well, just came in for a barn burner. Yes, Ulua. Bienvenue, mon ami. Let's go. Christian Rivera, runners on 1st and 2nd. Fred McCann coming in. Walk to load the bases. Kevin Guerrero, please. Mr. Contact. He can do it here against... Oh, no! I wanted to go to the pitcher to see if he was a lefty or a righty. I pressed triangle to simulate the half inning. I'm so sorry. We got 2 runs. I'm so sorry. Rivera, sacrifice fly. Stephen Glass scored. Edwards ground out. And then Rivera out. It's okay. Sorry. So 1 run scored on a sac fly from Guerrero. I wanted to see if it was a lefty or a righty on the mound, and I pressed triangle here instead of here. My bad. But we got 2 runs in the 5th inning. 3-run lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Suarez ground out. Ramirez ground out. Rodriguez single. Let's go. Carter fly out. There you go. Sac fly worked. He's a contact hitter after all. Exactly. All right. Top of the 6th inning, Jonas Roosh grounds out. Rory Aubrey grounds out. Ridley fly out. Bottom of the 6th, JRJ's got 1 mistake in him. Fly out, ground out, ground out. Let's go. He's still dealing. Montoya single. Glass 2-run home run! Stephen Glass puts us up by 5 with 3 innings to go from the World Series. A 5-run lead. Stephen Glass with a huge 2-run home run. The rookie putting us up now by 5. Dylan Cruz, the veteran, he walks. Rivera flies out. Guerrero walks. Runners on 1st and 2nd with 1 out for CJ. John McMillan coming in, 66 overall. Edwards flies out. Roosh singles. It's Rory Aubrey of all people on this team and all the players. Rory Aubrey with the bases loaded grounds out. Of course he does. 5-run lead. JRJ, you still have your mistake. Fly out. Single. 1 more. Fly out. Strikeout. JRJ. Let's go. Brad Ridley, top of the 8th. He's 0 for 4. Make that 1 for 5 as Wickelman Gonzalez gives up that one. Montoya's 3 for 3. Make it 4 for 4. Runners on 1st and 2nd for Stephen Glass. RBI single from Stephen Glass. Dylan Cruz double play. Rivera, the runner on 3rd, walks. Guerrero grounds out. Bottom of the 8th. JRJ, you still have your mistake. Pop up. Carter solo home run. There it is. So Joe Ryan Jr. will be pulled after, 8 1/3 innings pitched. We'll pull him for Ernesto Valdez to get us out of the 8th. Single, pop up, fly out. 9th inning, 5-run lead. Let's add to it. Edwards fly out. Roosh ground out. Of course, Aubrey. What? Solo home run from Rory Aubrey. His first postseason home run, and it comes at a time that extends our lead to 6. Thank you out of nowhere to Rory Aubrey. Ridley strikes out, and we're going to go to Maddox Charles to close out this game. We're going to hop in, bottom of the 9th, 3 outs away with a 6-run lead. Don't you dare blow this. Don't you dare blow this. Here we go. 3 outs away, ladies and gentlemen, from our 3rd World Series in 7 years. Slider down the heart, and that's going to be our first out. First strike, sorry. Here at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Charles, delivery, swung on and miss on another slider. 0-2 now is Pedro Sierra. Mark, welcome to the stream. Oh, a 3rd slider, and Sierra goes down looking. 3 consecutive sliders to get him to strike out looking. Whew, Maddox Charles. He wants to get back to the closer role this season, next season. I don't know, Dubois won the reliever of the year, but we'll see. Cole Young, 2 for 3 on the day. A 2-seam in there for a strike. 4 pitches, 4 strikes from Maddox Charles. Delivery. The 4-seam is just down and inside for his first ball. Swung on and fouled. Didn't make it a 1-2 count now for Cole Young. Delivery. Swung on again. 4-seam staying alive. So that's fouled away. Ooh, that's way inside. Slider way inside. 2-2 count now. Cole Young making Charles work a little bit here. That's going to be swung on and popped up. Let's go, Rory. Come on, Rory. The home run and then the second out. Thank you, Rory. Thank you very much with the glasses. Look at him. Rory Aubrey. Out number 2. And we are now 1 out away. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Daryl Suarez at the plate. In our 12th and final season of relocating the Expos, we're 1 out away. Ooh, slider swung on and missed. Delivery swung on and fouled back. Four-seam fouled back. 1 strike away. Is this it? Maddox Charles. The delivery. That's going to be a slider way outside. 1-2. Les Expos de Montreal. The delivery down 2-seam.
The M's down to their final strike.
Delivery swung on, called. Oh my goodness! Almost thought that was it right there. Full count, 3-2. The delivery, and that's gonna be a walk. Oh man! Daryl Suarez keeps the Mariners alive. As Julio Ramirez is now at the plate, we are still 1 out away. On veut gagner le. C'est quoi le championnat mondial? Série mondiale? Is that what it is in French? 2-seam swung on and missed. Champion du monde. Away. We're almost there. Swung on and fouled. Quickly down 0-2 is Julio Ramirez. We're 1 out away. One more. Séries mondiale. That's what it was. Yes, thank you. The delivery. Swung on and missed. Les Expos de Montréal ont gagné la Séries mondiale de 2035. Your Montreal Expos are the 2035 World Series champions. Oh, 12 years after returning to Montreal. They won back-to-back in 2029 and 2030. Then the NLDS losses 4 years in a row. We've now won our 3rd title in the last 7 years. Are we a dynasty? I think you can say it. The Montreal Expos are a dynasty with 3 titles in 7 years. With a lot of rookies, a lot of young talent, we have to make a lot of tough decisions over the years. Dylan Cruz wins his 3rd title. Elijah Green gets his 3rd ring. Ernesto Valdez gets his 3rd ring. A few 2nd rings out there, but a lot of 1st rings. There's Manfred looking good. What a way to end the series. As the Montreal Expos are World Series champs in 2035. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of pain in the postseason. But we finally do it once again. 5 years later. Ladies and gentlemen, 4th World Series championship. Go ahead and snap a picture because I promise you it will last a lifetime. Wow, 3rd with us, 4th in franchise history. Montreal Expos 2035 World Series champs. Joe Ryan Jr. gets the win. Stephen Glass 3 for 5 player of the game. And we've done it to end off our series 29 episodes later. Manfred hasn't aged a day in 10 years. Tell me about it. 12 years and 29 episodes later, we win our 3rd World Series title. What a great series it has been, ladies and gentlemen. As we gentlemen sweep the Seattle Mariners, who were undefeated before the World Series. They won 8 games in a row, including the game against us, and then lose 4 in a row. I'd be snapping if I were them. They win 8 in a row, then lose 4 in a row. As we are World Series champions. Who are the MVPs? Yes, let's check this out. Christian Rivera is World Series MVP, and Luis Montoya is postseason MVP. Makes perfect sense. Luis Montoya. Christian Rivera is runner-up and first runner-up, and Brad Ridley's second runner-up. So Luis Montoya, postseason MVP, and Christian Rivera, World Series MVP. Joining, who are other players? Vlad Guerrero Jr. was postseason MVP, and Brett Beatty was World Series MVP in our first one. And Dylan Cruz was postseason MVP in our second, with Ezequiel Tovar, World Series MVP, in our second as well. So Dylan Cruz only one left. So Beatty, Tovar, Rivera, Montoya, it's always a 3rd baseman or a shortstop, it sounds like, while Cruz and Guerrero are in the outfield. But Beatty, for World Series MVP, it's always been shortstop or 3rd base between Beatty, Tovar, and Rivera. Our 3 World Series MVPs have all been shortstops or 3rd base. That Tovar World Series MVP feels so long ago. Tell me about it. And our postseason MVP have been 2 outfielders and 1 third baseman / DH here for Luis Montoya. I can't wait to see what he's going to be a huge part of our team next year. Wow, wow, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the Montreal Expos, your 2035 World Series champions. The stats at the end of this one, Montoya, bat 4. Actually, let's look at this one. 16 runs from Ridley, 13 from Montoya, 12 Guerrero, 11 from Glass, 25 hits from Rivera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players with 20 hits or more in those 15 games played. 4 home runs from Montoya, 3 from Rivera, Ridley, Glass, and Guerrero. 2 from Roosh in just 7 games. 2 from Aubrey somehow. It wasn't his first, it was his second, my bad. Wow. 14 RBI from Glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players with 11 RBI or more in 15 games. 2 stolen bases from Kevin Guerrero. 444 batting average from Montoya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players batting above 300. Yeah, that team put on a clinic. Tell me about it. Tobias Gooch doesn't really count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players with an on-base percentage above 400. 8 players with an on-base percentage above 300. Slugging percentage, Montoya 833. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players with a slugging percentage above 550. And an OPS of 1.386 from Montoya. Like I forget what's like the textbook good OPS. Is it 800 or is it 850? I forget. But a 1.386 OPS from Montoya. 1, 2, 3, 3 players above a 1.000 OPS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players with an OPS above 900. 13 walks from Montoya. He loved getting on base. 10 from Ridley. 16 strikeouts from Edwards. Not great. Only 5 from Jones. Only 7 from... Who played... Yeah, only 8 from Montoya, let's say that. For someone who played the most games. 9 doubles from Montoya. Triples from Cruz, Gilbert, and Guerrero. Cruz, yeah, he fell apart, sadly. Sorry, not Cruz. Gilbert fell apart. Above 800 is good. Above 1,000 is like really good. Yeah, and we had a lot of players who did that. Grounded in double play. 3 of those from Montoya. Hit by pitch. 2 from Ridley. 2 from Aubrey. 1 intentional walk. Oh, to Brad Ridley. Didn't know that. 2 caught stealing from Rivera. Yeah, he was 0 for 2. Assists. Putouts. Nice. Yeah, so fielding percentage. 947 from Gilbert. That's part of why we pulled him. 967 from Rivera, so he had 2 errors. 2 errors from Ridley as well. So 2 errors from Ridley and Rivera. 1.5 wins above replacement in such a small amount of time. 1.5 WAR from Montoya. 0.9 from Cruz and Glass. Crazy. Negative 0.1 from Green, Caminiti, and Gilbert. We traded Caminiti, traded for him to be a big postseason guy. He ended up going 1 for 10 and barely even playing. 19.1 walk percentage from Montoya. 22.5 strikeout percentage. Not great from CJ Edwards. And that's about it. Yeah. 222, a million stats you could look at, but there you go. And then from our pitchers, I'll look at it here instead. Lenny Parsons in 20 innings pitched had 20 strikeouts, 5.4 ERA and 1.35 WHIP. Joe Ryan Jr. in 30 and 1/3 innings pitched was 3-0, 18 strikeouts, 4.45 ERA and 1.19 WHIP. Ernesto Valdez, 17 and 2/3 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, 4.58 ERA, 1.36 WHIP. So between these 3 guys who share 4 Cy Youngs, all of them had an ERA of like a 4.45 or higher and a WHIP of 1.19 or higher. Not great. Shipman, 20 innings, 19 strikeouts, 3.6 ERA. Jason Cora, 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, 6 ERA. Michael McGill, 3 and 2/3 innings, looked good. Marshall Hand, 2 innings, looked good. Willard Keene, 8 innings, did all right. Andrew Lara, 2 and 2/3, did so-so. Mike Mendez, 5 innings, was good. Rich Keene was an embarrassment. Donnie Dubois was inconsistent. But Maddox Charles, wow. 12 innings, 15 strikeouts, 0.75 ERA, and 0.5 WHIP. If you want to see the saves and all that, stats from all pitchers? Yeah, all pitchers. Perfect. Quality starts. 3 quality starts, though, from JRJ. 3 for 3. Parsons, 2 for 4. Shipman, 2 for 2. Valdez, 0 for 3. Cora, 0 for 1. No complete games. Holds, a few holds here from these guys. Good. The brothers with the core memory, even though Rich was bad. Yeah, so Rich and Willard Keene, the brothers winning the World Series together is nice. 0.6 WAR from Valdez. 0.5 from Shipman. 0.4 from Charles. 0.3 from Willard Keene. Only 0.2 from Parsons and JRJ. Ks per 9. Keene, yeah, there. Yeah, Willard Keene in his 8 innings had a lot of strikeouts. Okay, I see saves. I missed that, eh? Saves. 2 saves from Mad Max and 2 saves from Dubois. There you go. Yeah, 2 losses from Parsons, Valdez, and that implosion from Donnie Dubois as well gave him a loss. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. 12 years in Montreal come to an end. We'll have another episode. We'll sim years 13, 14, and 15 in one big episode, just letting it run and not doing any quick managing except for like the World Series or anything, just letting the game take control, doing some off-season tinkering, but really just letting things fly in the season. No drafting, no scouting, setting a few things to auto and doing 3 seasons in one episode. That'll be next episode next week, next Thursday or Friday next week. Now, advance to off-season, yes. We'll advance, okay. Any retirements, blah, blah, blah. Let's see this. Retirements. None of our players retire. Willie Adames retires at the age of 40. Felix Bautista, the real Felix Bautista, he retires. Jazz Chisholm Jr. retires. I'm sure there's a lot of other players out there. And Corey Seager makes the Hall of Fame. Played for 20 years from 2015 to 2035. Bat 301 in his career. Crazy numbers. 527 home runs. 2,690 hits. Wow. Congrats to Corey Seager. So now here we are in the offseason. So Brad Ridley, think about the money. So next episode, we can start thinking about suggestions for next episode, even if we'll be going through things quickly. We got Elijah Green another World Series. Time to move on from his $17 million contract. We'll also be moving on from Benito Perez and $7.5 million there. So we'll be moving out $24.5 million. What's the return going to be? I don't know. If we just look at all. Actually, let's say prospects. Prospects, some good closing pitchers. Yeah, solid prospects. Just run through a few ideas here for anyone who wants to see some ideas. Yeah, I think that was all of them. If you look at MLB Ready... yeah, Jeff Lucy, Brian Bradley, Kyle Teal making $25.5 million. No, can't do that. Curtis Mean, Brian Espinosa, Mario Perez, Drew Jones, White Sox with an interesting offer there. But like we have our roster pretty much set. Like we'll be moving out a center fielder and a closing pitcher, but we have players to already take the spots. The 79A guy who was 21. Yeah, I saw that guy too. 79A. That was, and there's also a 20A closing pitcher. 18A61. Who's the other? 22A75. 25A79. 20A68. 20A83 from the Red Sox for a closing pitcher. So we can swap closing pitchers there. I think that might have been it, actually. Unless you want to go back and see if I missed something. So, yeah, we can take back in the closing pitcher. That's fine. But Elmo McGaffick also might be looking to make the MLB. So I don't know if we need to take back in the closing pitcher necessarily. But definitely Elijah Green out, sadly, as we'll have Yoshida coming to the MLB. Drew Gilbert's a question mark. I could see the outfield being like an overhaul where it's Guerrero, Lee, Cruz, Yoshida, Roosh, 5 guys for 3 spots. I could see that being the outfield. I wouldn't say we don't have to trade Green, but if we need $17 million, definitely Perez is out. But Green, I don't know. I feel like we're probably doing that. We're probably gonna have to move him out. Aside from that, do we need a better pack? Rory Aubrey will grow. I know he had a horrible postseason, but he'll grow. Harry Ford, we could probably run the same catcher duo. First base is Stephen Glass. Second base is Ridley. Caminiti, do we keep Caminiti? Yeah, he signed on. We could keep Caminiti. Where does he play, though? Because Danny Akar wants to make the MLB. Tobias Gooch wants to play in the MLB. Maybe we just trade one of our great players, you know? If we could just trade Danny Akar and get back a great player. Yes, he's 21A86. not saying we have to trade him necessarily, but we could trade a great player, like a Gooch or whatever. We don't need to have all our great players. We could trade them in 2-3 of them and bring back one bigger one. Edwards, Montoya are both definitely playing. Rivera's playing. Alfonso Delgado is growing. Yoshida and Rush will play. Gilbert's a question mark. Guerrero and Lee will definitely play. And for the pitchers, Parsons, JRJ, Valdez, Shipman, Cora, that same five can stay. Can we have McGill, Duarte, Han, Calderon, a lot of guys who want to make the MLB. So I would think we'd probably trade one of these 25-year-old, 81 overall pitchers. We'd probably trade one of those. Because I don't think we can really excuse them being in AAA forever. So if 2 or 3 of these guys are in the MLB, then AAA could maybe be some of these guys. Tough call. In relief pitching, Landry, Mendez, Roberts probably, Jimmy Malone, even a lot of these guys want to make the MLB. It's going to be tough. The offseason might take a little bit longer. And after that, we'll run through things for the next episode where we run through like a 3-season episode. So, exclusive free agents. We have a decent amount of money, plus we'll be trading out more. Brad Ridley will want a ton of money. Yeah, he wants a huge contract, and he deserves it. Can we take over a second team and just send all of our excess? Yeah, we could have a second Expos team at this point. So Brad Ridley is going to want a huge contract for good reason. We could go like 8 years, make it a little cheaper. Even 9 years, maybe something like 9 years. So for Brad Ridley, we could do something along the lines of... And we have a surplus somewhere. Let's see this. Probably 24 we could get. Even low, maybe even 23. Like 9 years at 207 type of thing, $23 million a year, and that leaves us with 13.69 for Drew Gilbert, who'd be wanting a 2-year deal. 1 year for him as an everyday guy. Yeah, he wants to be a star, so you have to be paying him like $17 million. He wants 16.3 for 1 year if he's everyday. If he's a star, he'll take less. So honestly, I don't think Drew Gilbert comes back. At 35 years of age, he's been having some down years, wasn't great in the playoffs. I don't think we spend that $16 million. So Drew Gilbert probably walks the free agency. Brad Ridley we have to sign no matter what. And then there you go. Our staff is good. I'm not sold on Gilbert with that ask. No, neither am I. So Gilbert will walk. Ridley will be re-signed. We'll free up another 17, 20. We'll still have like 30 million to play with. We'll have a lot of money to deal with the guys. But we can't spend it all just yet because we know that soon enough we'll have big contracts coming our way. In 2037, let's see here. So CJ Edwards is going to need a huge contract after next year. Ridley will be signed on. JRJ needs a huge contract. Rush will be a free agent. He'll need a big contract. Rivera's going to be in arbitration. Yeah, so it won't be impossible, but we have big contracts coming up. So Dylan Cruz, I don't want to trade him yet. He's a franchise legend. But yeah, Perez will be out. And Green will be out now too. Yeah. As JRJ's need a big contract. Ridley needs a big contract. We should be okay. But lineup-wise, how would we look? So all these guys are staying. Plus, so Aubrey swap out for Ford. And the rest of this lineup is probably about the same. So remove Gilbert, remove Green, keep Caminiti and Gooch, and call up Yoshida and a couple other guys. Maybe Rush goes to the bench. Maybe Cruz plays only against righties, platoon kind of thing. I don't know. But for the most part, our lineup is good to go, and our pitching rotation should be the same 5. That shouldn't be a problem. While for here, Perez will be gone. Yeah. Okay. Wow. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is the 2035 postseason. We are World Series champions once again. We got to get stronger defensively, I think, but great in contact, first in pitching, and a lot more to be excited about into the future, into the 2039, 2040 years and all that. A lot to be excited about. So leave any of all your thoughts for the upcoming offseason in the next 3 years or so down here in the comments or over in the Discord server linked in the description. What a 12 years it has been. 29 episodes, 3 World Series. Thanks for being here for all of it. We'll have one more episode for episode number 30 to wrap things up to year number 15, and then we'll call it a series from there. Maybe I'll go in even to year 20 in the Discord server, but for live stream YouTube episodes, episode 30 to year 15 will be the last episode. So thanks for being here for the grand finale to win another World Series title. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Of course, made aware of all of our uploads here on the channel. Breaking news analysis in the real world of hockey. Our MLB franchise modes, of course, with the show 25 coming soon. NHL 24 and 25. A lot going on in the channel. We'd love to have you as a part of it to make it that much stronger. Wow. And we got to end it off there. I could talk all night. We are World Series champions. We did it. Thank you, Mickey Mantle, as well. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Much love to everyone. Nous sommes les champions du monde. Et nous sommes très fiers de cette équipe. Les Expos de Montréal. Après 12 ans. Wow, wow, wow. Much love, everybody. Let's go Expos, baby. And I'll see you for episode number 30 as we go for 3 more years to see how this team does with how the team that we've built does when we take a bit of a maybe backseat role. Thanks, everybody. Have a great start to your weekend, and we'll talk soon.